pop. Delayed popski. Let's see if I can get one cracker.
There you go.
Oh,
Welcome to Weenie Wrestling.
that is delicious.
I'm DJ. That's Brett, and tonight we're talking sharps.
What?
Sharps. Sharp objects.
Well, my brain was on a different type of sharp.
Skinheads against racial prejudice?
I was like, why in the fuck are we doing that?
All right, yeah.
It's like, what brought this up?
Yep. Tonight we're talking on We Need Wrestling about the origins of non-racist skinheads, which is sometimes an oxymoron.
Oh, God. Don't let Kev hear this.
He doesn't listen.
I know.
But no, we're talking sharps, as in sharp objects, as in
A box of sharp objects. What a beautiful day by the used.
grossness.
That was a good song.
But we'll get there eventually. Didn't that dude dive off a column of speakers and break his back or something?
Who, Burt McCracken?
I don't know what is his name.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a real name.
He's the one who dated Kelly Osbourne.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Burt McCracken. They're from Utah. This part's just for Ed. Because
Cool.
Ed knows who the used is.
I saw the used.
I saw the used.
Yeah.
I saw them twice.
Warped Tour.
Twice.
I think I did see him at Warped Tour when he fell off a speaker, though.
I saw them
He
at
hurt
Warped
himself,
Tour, and I saw them when they did their self-titled From Front to Back, which they easily could have
Was
just
that the
done
name of the album?
No.
The used from front to back?
It should have been. Dude, somebody needs to do that now.
Yeah.
From front to back. Side to side.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say something because there's a douchebag that used to be in a band that used to go front to back, side to side, ass to mouth. And every time I did it, I was like, ha ha ha, you're not funny. Fucking loser. All right.
You never go ass to mouth. We learned that.
Fucking douche.
In Clerks, too.
Douche.
Also for Ed.
Douche.
Fucking
douche.
But welcome to We Need Wrestling.
Hello.
I think we have a full plate.
We do.
We have a full plate.
We sure do.
So real quick, 3 words or less. How are you, pal?
I'm doing fine.
Why did that seem so hard for you to say?
I didn't know what word I wanted to use to describe how I'm doing.
I'm doing fine.
I didn't want to say great. I'm never doing great.
All right. No, that's sad.
I don't want to say good. I'm only good sometimes. Yeah. Fine.
Well, you're working opportunities today.
Oh, brother, am I ever. I am off work the next 2 days because of the NCAA tournament. Because this is where I turn into a complete degenerate.
Yeah.
And
Are you off Monday too? Do they run to Monday?
No.
Oh, all right. They're over by Sunday?
Yeah.
That's a lot of basketball
First
games.
and second round, yeah.
Oh.
I bet every game. I'm a degenerate. Gambling's cool.
You are. Okay.
Call
1-800-GAMBLER, everybody. We can't say that.
Or just call me instead. And I'll give you tips and tricks.
Right.
Don't hold me accountable if you lose, though.
Yeah, that's in the fine
Dude,
print.
I'm riding right down the middle right now.
are.
It's fucking crazy. I can't believe it. All right.
You're like Bill Alfonso.
That's right. How are you?
3 words or less?
Yeah.
I am fine.
All right, what the fuck? Man? Don't you rake me over the coals for that.
I will.
Son of a bitch.
Rake you over a lot more than the coals.
Is that a threat or a promise?
It's both.
Ooh, this is not a threat, it's a promise.
So, yeah, that's what the show's gonna be. We got lots doing. Questions, concerns, lots of wrestling, sharps, spiky things. But where are we gonna start? You have news, you said?
I only have one piece.
Right.
As of right now, as we're recording, it may have happened already, but Homicide's retired. Having his last match today.
Yeah.
Homicide is a guy that it's like if you know, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. One of those never fully got like the mainstream.
Right.
Probably his most mainstream run was LAX and TNA.
Yeah.
Him and Hernandez.
Yeah. Very much one of the guys they say it all the time, but your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler.
Perfect.
Eddie Kingston, they Ring of Honor put up the thing. Eddie Kingston did a nice little intro. That's Eddie's mentor.
Yep.
Homicide, I have a long history with. I love him. He's fucking great.
Yep.
He gave the world Julius Smokes.
And Boogaloo.
Yeah. I once saw him beat up a guy who had a Nazi skinhead gimmick in Office Fed.
There you go.
Some actually kick his teeth in. But and I guess he's retiring because he's a cyst on his brain.
That's what was
so
said.
Lots of people coming out saying hopefully this is like an Amarillo retirement.
Well, even Eddie jokes about that in the video.
Yeah. So
yeah, man, go seek out some Homicide this weekend.
Yeah.
Him and Cabana in that street fight in Ring of Honor is fucking crazy. Matches he had against like Carino, Danielson.
In honor of Homicide, no one should ever call it the Vertebreaker ever again.
Cop killer, baby.
It's the cop killer.
I'll tell you what, his last great match I feel that he had was in New Japan. When he teamed up with Moxley against Desperado and Jun Kasai.
Yeah.
Fucking great. It was a great, crazy match, you know?
Yeah.
Did you see Desperado's back, by the way?
Sure did.
Oh, my. He's going for it.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
But
I also saw Bahu said, I think, because people are, we'll get there, but people are arguing the safety police throughout this week.
Of course.
And Bahu was like, Jun Kasai has never missed a match due to injuries he got in deathmatch wrestling. But he did miss 3 months from slipping in the tub.
Yeah, exactly.
And like a lot of other people had come out. I think Dom Guarini weighed in, like, or somebody said, like, told the tale of Dom Guarini saying, like, you don't get hurt in those. You get hurt from bumping.
Sure.
You don't get hurt from the deathmatch shit.
Nope.
For real. It's superficial stuff.
But Homicide, fuck yeah. Congrats on a great career.
Ring of Honor champion.
We've seen him how many times? Countless amounts of times. So Homicide fucking rules.
Absolutely.
Go watch some Homicide this week. Do yourself a favor.
If you don't already,
I think ROH put up like a timelines video of them. So
spend your $10, get Honor Club, and just watch Homicide videos for a little while.
Homicide fucking rules, dude.
You'll learn something.
Homicide's the man.
If you didn't already know.
That's all that I have.
Okay.
There may be more, but I don't know. And that's why you'll tell me.
Boo! Google the news. MVP wishes he slapped the shit out of a certain pro wrestling executive.
Did he name who?
Not hard to figure out who he's talking about, he said. You got one person dead or alive that you could slap the shit out of. Who would it be? No repercussions. You get to slap the shit out of him. It's no surprise that WWE star Mia Yim is the first name to come out of Shelton's mouth when we thought about his answer. MVP, on the other hand, was a little more cautious in revealing there's a certain wrestling executive that he wishes he slapped the shit out of. You know, who I want to say, I just don't know if it would be the best thing to say right now. Let's just say, in my professional career, I have only one regret. There is one individual, an executive for a wrestling company, that I wish I had slapped the shit out of when I wanted to, and I never got the chance. And I'll leave it at that. That's not hard to figure out.
Trips?
It's got to be, right?
Brucey?
I mean, he was in the forefront of, like, you know, Triple Paul's a racist.
I don't know.
And then Triple Paul took the forefront of that and proved it to everybody. So
I mean, that'd be cool. MVP fucking rocks.
MVP's awesome.
He's so cool.
Yeah.
I think we told that story about Teddy Hart the other day. He's like, first thing I did was turn around, punch him, and said, "What the fuck are you doing?" MVP's a real one, man.
He absolutely is. Here's another one, 18 hours ago. Speedball Mike Bailey explains why he decided to sign with AEW. Let's see. Okay. I think my biggest accomplishment in pro wrestling in my life, to be honest, is making every single year better than the last. It was time for me to step up and make it to the big leagues. He was in the number 2 company in the world, though. I don't know why he keeps saying big leagues.
Jesus. Oh, no.
And AEW is where the best wrestler, and in my opinion, it's where I belong. My favorite thing to do in pro wrestling so far has been going around and going to so many places. When I couldn't come to the U.S. for 5 years, I actively made the decision to be in as many places as possible. I would spend my time traveling around the world on a monthly basis, spending 1 month in Japan, 1 month in Europe, and then 1 month back in Canada. Over the last 3 years under my previous contract, I was allowed to do all the independent bookings that I want. I wrestled for every single promotion in America that I could.
He's right about that.
Because I love variety. Obviously, right now, AEW is my focus. It's where I want to be. It's where I want to wrestle. But wrestling for New Japan and CMLL and going to those places to represent AEW would be a huge honor. Put him in the Super Juniors.
Yeah, I can see it.
Mainly to keep him off of my TV. Let's see. That's it for page 1. So,
all right. Well, then that's it.
I don't know that we want to talk about anything else. Tracy Morgan threw up at a Knicks game, and there was an asshole sitting a couple seats down from him.
Sure, that did happen.
That's kind of pro wrestling news. Yeah. All right, that's all I got.
Bad Chinese food, man.
Yep.
All right.
Get better, Tracy.
Let's talk about
get worse, other guy.
Wrestling we watched this week.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a match from TNA Sacrifice.
Me too.
Tiz and Izzy.
I'm like Tiz and Izzy all over this bitch.
What match did you watch?
I watched the singles match between Mustafa Ali and Mike Santana.
Hey, so did I. Look at that. Why is Mike Santana not the TNA champion?
I'll give you a reason. I'm not being a hater.
You don't like Mike Santana?
I like Mike Santana a ton. I think he looked very good. He looks great. He's in great shape.
He's in amazing
He is
shape.
still a giant. Him and Ortiz giant fumble for AEW.
Yeah, I agree with that. We got to see his last AEW match.
Oh yeah, we did. Just
him
like
and
we
Ortiz.
saw Sting's retirement.
Same. Yeah.
My regret. I'm not my regret. The thing. And again, I like this match a ton.
Okay.
Everybody said it was probably the best match on the show.
Easily.
I think it's better than anything you might even be able to get out of most of WWE at this point, honestly.
Yeah, I thought it was
really good.
I did. I thought it was really good, too.
Mustafa Ali broke his jaw, apparently, at some point.
Oh, did he really?
So apparently his jaw dislocated, and he reset it mid-match and kept going. I think it was towards the end. I saw him grab his face, but it might have been before that. I don't know. So...
I wonder if it was on when he went to do the suicide dive and on the outside and Santana caught him with a cutter.
That could be.
Sick.
That was sick, yeah.
I was like, holy shit, that was awesome.
On the frog splash at the end, Santana gives him a frog splash and he grabs his his jaw.
The way Santana landed was more like on.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't
know if it was
more
there,
on Ali's
but
face.
the reports are his jaw was dislocated and he just popped it back in.
Oh god,
so gross.
I also like Santana's Eddie Guerrero tribute.
So this is
very cool.
So this is my problem.
You didn't like it.
So I love Eddie Guerrero. I love Eddie Guerrero tributes, but how much is the fan base and the crowd cheering for you, or are they cheering for Eddie?
So I've seen other Santana matches where they're cheering for Santana.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, you're in El Paso.
Sure.
Obviously, he's your hero.
I get the tribute.
Yeah.
But like, so he does the car thing. He does the Three Amigos. He does the frog splash. But they always, after all of that, chant Eddie. And I get that. And I was like, Santana's really good. Is this too much tribute?
Okay.
I was like, it's cool that you were paying respect to Eddie.
You've got to believe me.
And like everybody pays tribute to Eddie, right? And like Sasha, Mercedes, it's just a matter of opinion. Good God. But
thank you.
Like Sasha gets a ton of shit.
Yes.
Sasha gets a ton of shit for her Eddie tributes all the time, and Sasha is Sasha, Mercedes, whatever, and Santana. But I was just like, the car, the this. I like the reversal that Mustafa did on the one Three Amigo where he hooked his legs when he was trying to roll up. That was really cool.
Yeah.
So the match is very, very good.
It really was.
It doesn't take away from the match.
Not at all.
Just my concern, I was like, because I don't watch TNA.
Me neither. I pay attention a little bit.
Is this because they like Santana? Is it because they like Guerrero? Or is it because they like Santana doing the tribute to Guerrero? It's tough. Because they were chanting, after everything he did, it was Eddie, Eddie. And I was like, ah. And I don't know how that feels to a wrestler.
See, so I think the last TNA pay-per-view I watched something from, I think it was Santana, Josh Alexander. And he was super over.
Okay.
So then I see this, and of course, you're endearing yourself to the crowd.
Sure.
I get that, but
yeah,
he just looks like he should be their world champ.
Yeah, he looks like $1 million. Yeah, I mean,
he looks awesome.
I will go to my grave. Like, if I ever get like a question with Tony Khan that's not like after like a pay-per-view presser or something, but like a personal conversation, I'd be like, Tony, why did the belts never go on those guys? It is one of the biggest missed opportunities.
I don't understand.
Them and the Best Friends never, like, the history of AEW, the Best Friends is a bigger one because of like OC and like where they were in the company and all that. But like the fact that your history books are going to say that you didn't have the tag titles were never on,
especially for how pissed poor their tag division seems to be.
Right.
Like, how do you not? Dude, I agree.
Really, and they were cranking out the best matches. Both of those teams were doing great
incredible
tag team matches at that time. So weird that they never went on them,
dude. And then like when they finally were letting Ortiz and Santana talk, and they were killing it on the mic. Yep. Oh man,
because they got they had like action figures every other line in the beginning. Like they were popular.
I have their second figures, man.
The one with the orange.
Yeah, same. That's why I have
Ortiz
too.
And the
I'll never get rid of those, dude. Because part of me is like, why did this just never?
Yeah,
bums me
crazy.
They were awesome.
But the match is really great. I like the rolling cutter when the reversal there where Santana rolls backwards because he knows Ali's going to do his like rolling forward thing. Cool. But my favorite thing in this match, Brett. And I knew I've seen the game before. I knew what they were working with. But business Tasha Steelz.
I knew you were going to make a comment. Okay.
I had not seen before.
I almost suggested this match to you just so you would watch that.
Listen, Grease segment kinda. When we went to them, we saw her out with the crowd, like doing the meet and greets, and we walked past her. I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, I remember it actually stopped you in your tracks. Like that's maybe the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
She is fantastic. Everyone, obviously, she's fantastic looking. Yeah. In real life, I was just like, "Wow."
Yep.
When she walked out in the power suit and the glasses, I was like, "What are we doing here?"
Hello.
It gave me.
Oh boy, I don't want to know what it gave you.
It gave me flashbacks to a movie that my wife referenced the other day when she didn't know who somebody was.
What was it? I don't remember.
I'm not going to say it on here because it exposes the business. But it was, you don't know who this person is?
It's driving me nuts. I'm not going to know. You'll have to write it down and tell me later.
Okay.
I'll forget.
There, hold on. I'll type it right here.
Okay, type it. Type. Let's see what we have. What do we got?
Let me see how big I can make it here.
Exposes the business.
It's inappropriate. Right there under TNA.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, yep. That's right, because once I said the name and said movie, she goes, right. Oh, okay.
I think the other people are here for that. They know.
God bless them.
But anyway, this match ruled.
The pay-per-view.
And I don't know where Santana is, like, on the card. Why? This is, like, middle of the card-ish.
Yeah, and
the main event was like
I guess some people are upset because the feud's based around Ali's, like, toying with Santana's real-life sobriety.
Oh,
if I don't know if you watched any of the post-match. So he takes a fan's beer.
Oh, that's why he put the beer in the ring.
The beer in the ring, yeah.
Okay.
And apparently, I didn't see it, but on an episode of Impact, like, Santana pissed in Ali's coffee or something like that.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. But yeah, like, I know, is Joe Hendry's their champ still?
Yes.
And I remember when we went to the show, Hendry was huge. We heard all that.
Yeah.
I'm on board. I like the theme song. I think, they probably waited a little too long to put that belt on him. Mm-hmm. But from a pure professional wrestling look and ability standpoint, there's no competition.
He looks great, man.
Between Hendry and him, it just doesn't.
I would go Santana every day.
He's great.
He looked awesome in this match.
He does a lot of things that are like my pet peeves. Like he did a 450 double axe handle for no reason.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was like, he 450'd onto his arm while he was standing outside the ring, and I was like, the spin adds nothing to that.
You didn't need to do that.
Yeah, like that's a little excessive, and he does that a lot.
Yeah.
But again, that's the style. That's the the light heavyweight cruiserweight style that he's in and does and whatever. But this match was awesome. So
I thought so too.
And we don't watch a ton of TNA Impact, whatever it is on this show. But
it's very rare.
Yeah. But everybody was talking about this, and I like Santana, so I was like,
Santana rules. So since TNA used to be NWA TNA,
yes,
we have a question.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
From the one and only Doug.
Oh, okay. I don't have to play a theme.
Nope, no. He should have a theme.
He should have a theme.
Doug. What would Doug's theme be?
Doug's theme. Woo!
He'd just be Doug's theme from Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Oh no, he would hate that. He's no longer gonna. You just pissed him off.
Punch us.
Yeah.
Doug says, "Show question: if you could book any of the old NWA territories, which one and why?"
Spoilers. Doug told me about this question the other day when I saw him.
Oh, what the fuck, Doug?
And I didn't think about it, so I don't have a great answer.
Oh.
I do have a bit of an answer.
I mean, it's a fucking Crockett era.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I would
like NWA 83 to like 89 probably.
Yeah. Like that, but he says it's his territory, right? And that's they still exist, but that's towards the end. I would want to be
NWA Wild Side.
Yeah, right. There you go.
All right.
I want to be in the late 70s, early 80s in Florida.
Okay.
Booking Dusty and Terry and working with Gilbert's, like doing all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, I mean, I'd probably go like 83 to 88, 89 NWA. Stinger, Road Warriors, Horsemen. Yeah. And why? Because it's like the fucking best era of wrestling. It just is.
Mm-hmm.
I love it so much. And I don't know. I'd just be like, hey, Terry Funk, you want to hold the world title for 6 years?
Yes, of course.
Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah.
You do what you want. It sounds like a generic answer, but that's what I'll go with.
I think Doug's theme on this show would be the misinterpretation of silence and its disastrous consequences by typo negative.
Okay. I mean, I thought it would be gravitational constant.
Well, it could be. Could be.
I'm all about that.
It could be unsuccessfully coping with the natural beauty of infidelity as well.
All right.
That might say a little more than I'm not trying to say about Doug.
Say, what the fuck?
But
cool.
Thanks, Doug.
Doug, you're the best. And I don't know. Doug, we have a lot of shit for you to watch, pal.
We got a ton of shit. We're compiling a list.
I can't wait to show Doug things.
We got 2 so far.
Yeah, but he needs to see them.
He does. Yes.
All right, so I'm going to talk about something that I watched that you didn't.
Okay.
I watched a match from probably the most, I don't know, I don't want to say dog shit promotion.
Oh, we're recording that next week with Ed.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The promotion that I giggle at a lot, House of Glory.
Oh, I was going to say.
Now listen,
again, American Pro, that's next week.
I went to one House of Glory show because I got to meet Muda.
Yes.
They'd have to probably bring him back for me to go again.
That House of Glory was the one that the show ran long and gave Kingston Marufuji 8 minutes?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
And every match was like a DQ or non-finish.
That's Booker T's?
No.
What's Booker T's?
That's Ring of Glory, I think.
And what's this?
House of Glory.
No, they can't. They can't be the same thing.
Yeah.
There's no way there's glory in both of those names.
Or Reality of Wrestling, I think, might be Booker T's. Ring of Glory, wasn't that fucking Russo's bullshit? That might have been Russo's.
Reality of Wrestling.
Okay, Reality of Wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah. But this is House of Glory.
House of Glory. Oh, it's Amazing Red's thing?
Yes. And maybe Master P's thing? I think Master P might own it.
Oh.
So I watched one match.
Okay.
Mercedes Moné versus Indy Hartwell.
Oh, I saw that this was...
I wanted to watch this because this is like Mercedes really on like an indie, you know? And I think
Mike Santana's their champion.
There you go.
Yeah.
And this is Indy Hartwell's, I think, her first indie match, like independent match.
Megan Bane's their women's champion.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wanted to watch this. Yeah. And listen, I thought they had like a good story that they told with this where with like Mercedes coming back here, you know, because she loves the Amazing Red. You know, I don't know if he trained her, but I know she does train with him.
Yeah.
And then they told a story too of Indy Hartwell signed up for wrestling school the day after she saw Bayley versus Sasha Banks from NXT Brooklyn.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, this is kind of like a cool little two ships passing.
And they never crossed over in E, right?
No.
Because Mercedes was gone by then.
Yeah. Match was, you know, it was good.
Yeah.
Indy.
I like Indy. She's fine.
Yeah, Indy's okay.
Yeah.
Indy has some things to work out on the independents, I think, obviously. Mercedes was treated like a fucking star, though.
Yeah.
And I'll say this. More so because this match made me giggle for other reasons. Mercedes might have pulled some actual boss shit.
Good.
And gotten a certain dipshit removed from commentary.
It should be removed from a lot more things than commentary.
Yeah, that guy fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I don't even want to name him because I just don't like him. But hey, if you're gonna like, you know, criticize people on the internet for a living, for your clicks, and you're gonna, you know, go full rage bait, don't be surprised with like the person on the receiving end of that says, you don't get to fucking be involved with my shit. Right.
So, I mean,
if that's what happened, because then apparently it came out where said dipshit was like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, but again, it's like, hey, buddy, you're doing this for your clicks or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know, you have a history of being a fucking shithead to women.
Yeah, so I think he and other people, and I'll say it's fucking me, among shit. It's JD from New York. He fucking sucks. He could suck the hard one. But he said, "Oh, it's my hatred of AEW." It's like, no, it's your actual targeted harassment.
Yeah.
At Mercedes and other female wrestlers.
Yeah,
you're a bad person.
Somebody put clips together of him just trashing her left and right.
Yeah.
And listen, dude, you want to criticize people.
Right.
More than you're right to.
We have a
Absolutely.
podcast. That's right.
Like, I
it's
have
your God-given right, at least for the time being.
It. Just Don't be a fucking shithead about it, though.
Yeah.
Don't get personal. Don't scream and yell like a fucking petulant child.
Right.
And then when said person wants to pull rank, you know what your company's going to say? We're going to side with her.
Right. And which isn't confirmed that she did it.
If that's what happened.
It could have been a courtesy from the company and she wasn't, but whatever. Yeah. I don't care. I hope she did it. I hope she pulled that shit. That's fucking awesome. Do that. Because talk your talk. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Talk your shit. That's what the internet's for. Talk your shit. But you cannot, you enter an agreement. You're not signing a piece of paper, but you're entering an agreement that says, I'm going to talk shit.
Yep.
Then you cannot get mad when shit gets talked back.
Yep.
You have you have the ability and the freedom to say whatever the fuck you want to say. And there is also always maybe not always, but we'll see how things go. But the consequences for you saying those things are part of the agreement.
Absolutely.
It is not, the door don't swing one way. You got to be prepared for that shit. And when it comes back at you, the worst thing you could do is be a whiny fucking bitch about it. Because it just makes you look like more of a fucking bitch than you already were.
Yeah, and then when you're on Twitter and you get humiliated by an e-girl.
Right.
It's, and then he wants to cry foul.
Yeah, right. And then, shut up. Like, you're bringing it on yourself. You talk your shit. Don't you know how you stop people from coming at you? You stop talking your shit.
Yeah.
It is the trade-off that you make when you do this shit online. Just like in real life. If you want to talk shit and you want to get in somebody's face and you want to throw insults and do whatever you want to do, don't cry when you get popped in the mouth.
That's a fact.
Because you said your shit.
Yep.
If you don't want to get in those situations, keep your mouth shut. Stay out of those situations.
Yep.
It is a great rule for life. Across the board.
Absolutely.
There will be consequences. And if you're not prepared for them, don't do the thing that will cause them. If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen.
As the kids say, fuck around and find out.
Right. Also, as not the kids say, talk shit, get shot.
Jesus Christ. What up, Ice? Excuse me, his government name, Ice Motherfucking T Bitch.
That's right.
All right, so let's go to SmackDown. I watched SmackDown.
I saw a video, the other day of there was like, oh, look at this band of children cover a song, and they were covering Body Count.
Were they really?
Like the song Body Count, and it was just a group of kids doing and it's a great riff. And I was like, I ain't gonna say it here because this is recorded, but I was like, I want to see them do other Body Counts. I want to see this group of 6 white kids cover There Goes the Neighborhood.
Or do KKK.
And if you know, you know.
Yeah, I agree. So I saw a video of like 12 and 13-year-olds covering No Warning the other day.
Oh.
It made me feel old.
Yeah, well.
Then I looked and I'm like, oh wait, that record came out in like 2002.
How good is that fucking Body Count record?
It's fucking great.
Incredible. What a record.
All right, SmackDown.
Yeah.
You didn't watch.
Nope.
I watched a couple things from it. Gunther versus Axiom.
Yeah.
This is surprisingly fucking awesome.
Yeah.
They were in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
The dude who's Axiom was a kid.
Okay.
He comes out. Fans obviously know who the fuck he is. Mm-hmm. This is the Gunther that I want.
Okay.
This is the Gunther that hasn't been booked this way in a while, I feel. This is like a great David versus Goliath match. Mm-hmm. Crowd was so fucking invested. And listen, like the European crowds for WWE, I mean even for AEW, they're fucking great. They just are. Yeah, it's different. They sing. They feel more invested.
They don't get it as much, so like they're gonna go crazy when they do.
Yeah, and it was so fucking good. I mean, it wasn't like Axiom just got dominated the whole time. He was on offense and. Oh my god, it was so good, and I was like, "Hey, you're gonna put the title on the Yeet Miser over here, Gunther? Okay, you're out of your fucking mind."
Axiom's Wikipedia says prior to joining WWE, he competed in various American and European independent circuits, notably for Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, Progress, and Chikara.
Yeah, I think A Kid.
Yeah, A Kid. Yep. A Kid, Axiom, El Nino Anonimo, the son of Anonymous, and the Kung Fu Kid.
All right,
let's bring that one back.
I'll say it'd be the first kung fu gimmick I actually like in wrestling.
Oh, nope, that's not true.
Nope, there was Billy Graham.
Exactly.
Yep. Yep. not unlike other people that bore me to death.
Mm-hmm.
Other match that I watched from this, which I thought was pretty cool, Street Profits versus DIY for the tag titles. Hey, we got new champs.
Oh.
The Street Profits.
Heel Street Profits. Well, Tweener Street Profits.
Tweener, I want to say like babyface Street Profits, but with an edge to them.
Okay.
Not just like goofy fun anymore. Like they're like, oh no, we'll fuck you up.
Okay.
Which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, DIY comes out and like nobody cared.
Oh boy.
They got like zero reaction, and especially over
remember when WWE
Europe?
signed the Motor City Machine Guns? And everybody's like, this is going to be really cool.
So with SmackDown, because I've been watching more SmackDown than I do Raw.
Sure.
Just because that's what the nephews...
Familiar obligations, we get it, no problem.
Their tag division, like, I don't think anybody gives a shit outside of the Street Profits. Like, DIY, I feel it's dead in the water.
Yeah.
They've been around for 10 years already.
Oof.
Like, I think they've been in WWE for 10 years.
Okay.
Including, like, NXT, obviously.
Yeah.
But, like, it's
Makes
just
sense.
done.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody cares anymore.
Yeah.
Pretty deadly. Like, nobody cares.
Those are the half shirt guys?
Yeah. I think they're
good.
I think they're terrible.
Yeah. Peg warmers, those guys.
Yeah. And then, like, Motor City Machine Guns, they come out and nobody gives a shit.
Right.
And then I start wrestling and people might get into it. But it's just
yeah.
Okay. I just look at those 4 teams right now in the division. I go, oh.
The fucking reactions
isn't very good.
And the matches they'd be having elsewhere in AEW and still in the indies. And listen, get your fucking money. Although, you can get paid anywhere now. So maybe WWE isn't the only place you can go for money, guys.
That's true.
You can do some things if they're, I don't know, fucking around like they are as a business. Across the board, you can stop taking renewal deals and still get paid a lot of money.
Yep.
But yeah, it is what it is.
Angelo Dawkins has like a great hot tag sequence.
Okay.
That made me happy.
I always, Street Profits, man.
You've been high on them forever.
We went to that NXT show. It was like the first time I'd ever seen them.
Yep.
And I was like, these guys got it.
Yeah.
Who are these guys? And that was forever ago.
Dude, Montez Ford's Frog Splash is amazing.
Yeah.
They
botched his singles run. Like, they never even started it.
Never pulled the trigger on it.
Insane.
Match was fun, though, man. I liked it a lot. And Street Profits are new tag champs.
That's cool.
So
it's not first time, right? They've been champs
No, they've been
for a while.
champs before. So.
Right. First time with Hunter in charge.
I think so, yeah.
Huh. Wonder why.
Monday Night Raw. There's only one thing to talk about.
So there's another thing to talk about. I just don't know what show it happened on. When did Jey Uso do the thing?
That was Monday Night Raw.
That was Raw, okay.
I didn't watch it.
Okay.
So this was on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
Because they're over in Europe.
Yeah.
And the wonderful thing about Netflix, fuck it, let's just show it now.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
I was fine. I was sitting at my work
pretty
desk
cool.
watching it. The first half hour, 40 minutes of the show is the John Cena promo.
Oh my god. Kill me.
I don't know how I feel about it still.
Okay.
It is not the greatest promo ever, as people are saying. It is. I don't know if it's bad. It's just kind of there.
Well, so
it's just weird. Like
I only saw it clipped out.
He comes out like with the whole. It's because of you. Blame the fans.
It is.
I've been in an abusive relationship, and
sure.
All I do is give. All I do is take.
Right.
All of that.
Yeah.
Doesn't mention The Rock. Doesn't mention the world title.
Oh.
And then that weird report from Meltzer came out today. I don't know if you saw that or not. Where he's like, yeah, there might be a reason they're not mentioning The Rock in these promos.
Because Triple H fucking hates him.
Yeah.
That's it. There might be. We've known this for 20 fucking years.
Yeah, he will always hate.
He hated him before, and now Rocky's just showing up whenever he wants and throwing wrenches in all of his fucking plans.
Yeah.
They came right out and said The Rock wanted Cody, and Cody said no.
Yeah, how funny is that? Cody said no.
So
not doing it.
The Rock just shows up. I'm doing whatever I want. They don't fucking like each other.
And they said Cena's not changing his image or anything.
Yeah.
And he says it in the promo. He's like, I'm not changing my shirt. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
Why would I take my own voice out of my own music that I made?
Yeah.
And it's
I know why, because he's still going to sell merch, brother.
Well, it's funny. At one point, he goes, I don't give a shit about these kids. And at one point, it pans to a kid in the front row. And I went, oh, man. He's wearing the hat, the shirt, and everything. It's like, oh, little guy.
To quote a man from another wrestling company, life's hard, be harder, kid.
Goddamn right. But yeah, it was weird. Like, I didn't love it.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, Cody came out and just dominated him.
Yeah.
All he said was, like, this is the guy that's going to show up. He's like, I've already taken your best shot and I'm still here.
Yeah.
And he goes, how about you find that John Cena that was like a world champ and stuff, and you leave behind this whiny little bitch. And he just walked away. I was like,
yeah.
Damn, Cody kind of fucking owned him on that. Like, you know, I was like, all right, like,
yeah,
cool.
I saw it clipped, so like, I didn't watch the whole thing, and it's not for me. So like, I can't like, I could judge whatever the fuck I want to judge, but like, I know that this isn't going to be for me, and I think fundamentally, to get the feeling for this thing, you have to buy into John Cena being able to do this, and as this kind of guy. I just don't buy it, man. I know that before he's retired, he's going to be babyface again because he's not going out as a bad guy. Like, what? And everybody's, he's got this. He's booked for the 2 days after WrestleMania, but whatever. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. But, like, it's basic, and it's fine. You know, there's a little bit of, like, every wrestling show could be somebody's first wrestling show. And, like, but it's just such a basic promo. And I don't know, like, the story is that, you know, you talk to anybody and they're like, well, but the fans wanted him to go heel for how long now?
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, but I don't think this is the time they want it now. I think they wanted to see him go out and just end. Like, you know, he's not a full timer. He doesn't look like, I mean, he's in better shape than I'll ever be.
Here's a problem I have with it. Like, the promo itself is fine.
Yeah.
Maybe it's awkward because he's just looks like John Cena has for the past 20 years, you know? It's like, the guy with the matching shirt and hat and wristbands and everything, and, you know, the guy with, like, his hat still says Rise Above Hate and shit like that. I go, maybe that's why it's not as effective. Like, if he came out and, like, as the promo's going, like, he just takes the hat off and says, fuck this. Takes the shirt off, fuck, you know? Like, I would have been like, okay, maybe I get it a little more, but... It just looks goofy coming from the guy with the knee-high socks and saying, you can't see me on them.
I'm a puppet in an abusive relationship and fuck you kids, but he's wearing a hustle, loyalty, respect t-shirt.
The last time is now. You know, like, it looked weird. And then this guy with bleach blonde hair wearing a fucking suit comes out and calls you a whiny bitch.
It could be fine. It's not for me. I think if I, like, the clips that I saw, I was like, this is dog shit. But I understand that it's not for me and I don't watch the program. Yeah. So if I grade it on a curve, then it's like up a little. It's fine. It is what it is. It's a very standard heel promo. Yeah. Cena, you know, has to figure out a grasp of a character because he hasn't worked heel in 20 plus years.
Just trying to show off those acting chops, brother.
Definitely feels and like it doesn't pass the sniff test.
Yeah.
And like I think it's because at least partially
hey Dwayne, we don't actually want to do this.
Right. And we know that Cena was his second choice. And maybe not everybody knows, but we know that this wasn't what Rock wanted. This is what Rock was allowed to have.
And when's like Rock even going to show back up? I think they're still in Europe for another 2 weeks.
And I know that everybody's best friend Dave LaGreca did like this is the best promo anybody ever did.
Damn it!
Blah blah blah. But like, if AEW had a heel turn of the biggest star on their roster, and he didn't show up for TV for 2 weeks, and then he cut that promo, LaGreca and Bully and everybody else would be like, fuck AEW, JD from New York, fucking AEW neckbeards, all these fucking idiots out there would be like, they're trying to run a fucking wrestling company and their heel isn't even going to come out for 2 weeks after the show. Yep. And like, and The Rock isn't there. That would get fucking buried in AEW if they did that. Like, and you said he doesn't mention the title, nothing like, it's just, you know.
Now, those guys, like, absolutely, like, shit their pants over that actress from Queen of the Ring, like, misspeaking.
Yes.
But then Cena does the, I'm not a heel, I'm not a baby face, I'm a human being.
Which is like a take on the Cody line from AEW where he was like, well, I'm neither. We don't have those anymore.
Like, why aren't you freaking out about that?
Right.
And again, it's just because
because
how much can I show that I don't have a gag reflex?
Right. It's exactly. Yeah. It's because Dave LaGreca can't taste salt.
God, fuck, that sucks. That leads me to one of a question that we have this week.
Oh my god!
From big old Tim Zay.
Oh, I gotta play music.
You sure do.
All right, hold on. I'm not prepared for this.
And now the Tim Taylor question of the week.
All right, so Tim's question. There's a lot of talk from Monday about John Cena's promo. Some, namely fat-headed LaGreca, said it's the best promo of all time. While he is wrong as the day is long, I want to know from you boys, what are some of your favorite promos of all time? Love you, fellas. All right. So
sounds like Tim's trying to farm information for something a little ahead of time. But all right. That's fine.
Let's see. Some of the best promos of all time. Brian Pillman in ECW.
Yeah.
We all know the one that I can recite beginning to end.
I mean, I know what I consider the best promo of all time. So
Rhino, Happy Mother's Day, you fucking bitch.
Incredible.
Rhino, New Jack, I'm going to rip your face off, shove it down your throat, and then next time you sit on the toilet, you're going to have to shit your own face out. You're going to have to shit your own face out next time you sit on the toilet.
Yes.
That's a great one.
Rhino is a master of the microphone.
I fucking love Rhino. Let's see. Through it with a hug and a kiss.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Hard Times is the best promo of all time.
Hard Times is fucking perfect. Sting's promo when he turns his back on WCW is amazing. You could stick it. Mm-hmm. Then the one where he comes out a few weeks later when NWO tries to recruit him and he's just like, the only thing about Sting that's for sure is that nothing's for sure. Yep. Great promo.
With a tear in my eye.
Yeah.
Ric Flair.
Put that cigarette out.
Obviously, we did a whole almost year of Terry Funk promos.
Yeah.
I love the Florida Cracker one.
The Florida Cracker was the best one.
That to me is just like such a shocking promo. Yeah. So I love that. That's like my favorite Terry promo. Yeah. But
Bret Hart, frustrated isn't the goddamn word for it. This is bullshit.
Yep. Yeah.
You screwed me. Everybody screws me. I fucking love it. That damn Gorilla Monsoon.
Yeah.
What else we have? I fucking loved it. Owen Hart, I kicked your leg from under your leg.
From under your leg, sure.
Shane Douglas, I destroyed your leg into obliteratory.
What's
obviously like the fun Steiner math promos.
Yeah, of course. What do you think's AEW's best promo? What do you think they're? I'll tell you what. Promo or not, like kind of, sort of, but like Eddie Kingston's introductory promo on Cody,
incredible,
is all time.
Maybe personally for me, it might be the Eddie one that we saw in Philly against Jericho that one time.
Yeah,
where he's like he grabs Jericho, but he's just face to face. He's like, "I can smell the fear on you, you bitch." Right. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, you put a hit out? Mm-hmm. Where I come from, that means that's it. Yeah. You're done. Coffined. That was a great one. I mean, anything Eddie Kingston does. My man redeemed these nuts.
Yeah.
A lot of Moxley, a lot of Moxley's old indie promos are fucking crazy.
Sure.
There's one that was going around today because everybody's talking about what we'll talk about in a little bit.
I'm an FBI agent, baby.
I mean, that's just fucking perfect. Yeah. Where Moxley's like in the camera after he's like a clip shot of him like cutting the Necro Butcher. Mm-hmm. He's like real, like he's bloody and just real fucking manic. And he's like, I just want to cut somebody and it hurts and then I want to get cut and it hurts. And, then I want to go to the bar and I'm just going to bang a real ugly chick. He's like, I'm just a sick guy. I'm a real sick guy. Like his old promo. The one where I think it was for Dragon Gate USA against Bryan Danielson. Okay. Where he's just like, take this money. It doesn't mean dick to me. Take these fucking title belts. It don't mean dick to me. I want Bryan Danielson's head on a stick. I fucking love that one. Another one, he's like, either I win the championship or you beat me and put me out of my fucking misery. Either way, I win. I'm telling you. Yeah. I could get lost in his old fucking indie promos for hours. Yeah. Dude. That guy had it. Mm-hmm. Those are like some of my favorite ones. Yeah. It's not a promo, but the entire Kevin Nash on commentary during that Thunder that he fucking produced is like my favorite one.
Sure.
The old glory knee drop. Uh-huh. that's right, Lair. Come on, loosen up, man. Let's have some fun. I love it so much. Goldberg, he's a man with a tattoo. It's the best.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's all right.
Well, and that's like, we quote it all the time, the Madison Square Garden attendance, all that shit.
There was 80,000 people there.
I didn't know that the Garden could hold 80,000 people.
Did that night.
Yeah.
Just with the fucking, oh my God, I love Kevin Nash so much.
Yeah. I guess the Jericho introducing the Cruiserweight Battle Royal isn't a promo.
Nope, it is in my heart.
Okay.
The 1004 moves.
Oh, that's a promo.
Arm bar. Arm drag. Moss three covered family Grenunzel.
Yeah, that's...
The Saskatchewan spinning toe hold.
Well, like Raven had so many good ones, like his feud with Funk is when in the locker room is really good. I mean, not a promo, but a segment, whatever.
He worships me with the Sandman, with the kid and everything. Yeah. That's great shit, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, like all the Foley ECW promos are
they're
just
all fantastic.
King Dewey and oh my God.
Yeah.
Damn it. I can go for days just talking about promos,
for
dude.
sure. There you go, Tim.
But Tim, there's a ton.
And every single one of those, including the Rhino ones, especially the Rhino ones, are better than what John Cena said on Monday.
Oh, 100%. Every single one that we just mentioned.
Every single
one.
It's
not even close.
It's not even a fucking competition.
Oh, God.
Like,
all right.
If fucking Le Greco wants to say that Cena promo is the best promo of all time, it's only acceptable if he just started watching wrestling Monday morning.
Yeah, right? Like, hey, this is the best one I've ever seen. No shit. All right. Let's get to AEW.
Okay.
Collision. I watched this live because I was at your house.
You were?
When you weren't.
You were in your house.
And in your face. So I have a couple things. I don't know if you went back and rewatched the whole thing.
I did. I watched all of it, yes.
Okay. Number one, setup in this building was fucking awesome.
Looked great.
They're at like the Palms Casino, I think, in Vegas. It looked fantastic.
Yeah.
So cool. Ricochet versus Shibata.
Mm-hmm.
So this match was like, I feel people were very split on it. People were bitching about like him smacking Ricochet like
on top of the head.
On top of the head.
Oh, that's cool.
Bitch about them sitting in like Indian style and like throwing back and forth. And
okay.
I was like, okay, I got it. Mm-hmm. It's not your preference.
Yeah.
I don't want to like bash you if you don't like it.
Yeah.
I get it. I guess I don't, but I do.
Yeah,
I thought the match was fun.
Right, not everything needs to be for you. That's fine.
Yeah,
but I thought this was fun. I thought it was a great classic heel win for Ricochet. Yep. Moves him into the Eliminator. And I guess more on that later. But yeah, I like this. I have no problem with it. I like Shibata. I love what Ricochet's doing right now. So
I agree. And
and did they have your bald chance during this match? I think they did. Yeah.
Which leads to the second Eliminator match.
Okay.
Mark Davis versus Mark Briscoe.
Yes.
I thought this was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. It was a ton of fun, dude.
Yeah, giving Davis a ton.
It ain't the first time they gave Davis a ton either.
Yeah. And I thought this was cool. I thought that Davis was going to be eating the pin in the 4-way. Yeah. When I saw this, I was like, all right, this is the guy. But Davis is awesome, man.
Davis rules.
I'm glad that they're at least trying to make two guys out of the Aussie Open because.
Well, and I kind of said this during like the live chat in the soon to be named network Discord. Like it's okay to build Davis up. Mm-hmm. Mark Briscoe's bulletproof.
Yep.
He doesn't need to fucking win. Nope. I'm sorry, he doesn't.
Mm-mm.
Like at this point in his career, he doesn't. If he does, great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everybody knows. That's a tough dude.
Yeah,
you're going to get great matches, and everything's going to be very entertaining. Mm-hmm. Oh, fucking promo. Terry Funk ain't got no mouthpiece.
That's right. It's a great one.
Yeah. But again, it was awesome, I thought. Next thing I have is I skip around the show.
You do.
Because there's some things on here that aren't very good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna mention something here that falls into that category. Powerhouse Hobbs versus Griff Garrison.
Yeah.
The reason I'm bringing it up for one specific reason. It's a squash match. Griff Garrison stinks. Griff Garrison comes out with Preston Vance and Jack Jameson. If you're going to continue to build Hobbs and make him a killer, he should have beat all three of these guys at once.
Agreed.
One-on-one squash against Griff Garrison does nothing. It's not of course he's going to beat the shit out of him. It should have at least been 2-on-1. And I know you have Vanilla Preston Vance there, and you tried to do something with that guy at one point. He's probably going to have a contract for life because he's friends and whatever.
Yes.
That's fine.
Which is fine. Nothing wrong with that.
I would have done this 3-on-1 and had this exact same outcome, the exact same match length.
Yep.
Hobbs would have just ran through all of them. Thunder Rosa has giant ovaries.
God.
I guess bad promo. Maybe she should just stay on Busted Open Radio.
Yep.
We got and then we get a 4-on-2 handicap match with the Murder Machines.
Oh, yeah.
Which, like, you're going to do this here. I guess you don't want to do a lopsided handicap with Hobbs.
Brian Cage wrestled in jeans.
Right.
The divorced dad look is getting even better.
I think that the Murder Machines have been more of a threat to the entire roster than the Death Riders have been up to this point.
Yeah, I mean, they're against a bunch of jobbers here, right?
But they just beat everybody up.
It's good.
Because they came out earlier, too, and they did, like, they beat up jobbers backstage or whatever it was, and they said...
And then they beat up the same jobbers in the ring.
Yeah, they said, who dies, everybody, who better, nobody.
That was cool, I like that.
And then Hobbs comes out, and then Briscoe beats up Cage, so, like, we got a little thing going on there, so... speaking of good promos, we do get the Swerve promo.
Yes, very good, I thought.
To catch a maniac, you better send a maniac.
Yep.
To which, that's a reference. I know where that's from. And then, they said this when I was listening to Final Wrestling Place, and I had this in my notes before that, boys, because I did watch this before, because you were late. I got to watch Collision and take these notes before that.
T-shirt business strikes again.
But Mox jumped Swerve dressed like Harry from Home Alone.
He absolutely did.
I was like, he looks like fucking Harry.
Part of me wishes that, they just moved on from the Death Riders.
They absolutely fucking should have.
When this was great.
When they came out on Dynamite, spoiler, we're going to talk about in 10 minutes, I was like,
Same, I got bummed.
Yeah.
But
maybe just Marina, to be there to involve Willow, but when the rest of them came out, I was like, I thought we were past this.
Yeah, but this was, I liked him coming out, kneecap and Swerve.
Yeah, for sure.
Give him the stomp on the ruptured eardrum.
Yes.
And then I liked the promo we cut outside where he runs outside, too. Thought it was good.
Yeah.
I'm going, okay. A little something, okay, because I'm not real high on this right now, but okay.
Nobody is.
I don't have anything the rest of the show except for the main event. So if there's anything you feel you need to talk about.
Well, we got the Harley Graham Beast Morto stare down, which is better than anything that was happening in the ring in that match. Stop pushing Shane Taylor Promotions on me.
Yep.
And then we get Megan Bain Thunder Rosa. And I wanted to know how they felt about Thunder Rosa on Busted Open Radio, because she's not good in these. Like, Thunder is great in the street fights and the violence and all that, but when she has to have a match in the ring, it's not good.
Sticky poopy doo.
It ain't good. And she's in there with Megan Bain, and I like Bain, but she has a very specific role to play.
Yep.
A very specific thing to do, right?
When she gives her the F5 on the ramp, Rosa just takes it on her knees.
Yeah. So I think again, and this is maybe a little harsher than it needs to be, but Thunder Rosa, to me, her selling is weak, her strikes are inconsistent, and her flow is stuttery. She just she does a lot of waiting around. She does a lot of waiting to throw a kick or a punch, and they look like shit anyway. Fundamentally, when she has to step into a ring, she's bad. And I don't know why, because when she has a weapon in her hand and people can bleed around her, she's a ton of fun.
But she didn't always used to be bad, though, did she?
I don't know. I think
remember she was hurt for a long time. I don't know if maybe she's never got it back.
I don't know.
But it'd be interesting to go back and see some matches from way back before she got hurt.
Yeah.
Before she got Britt Bakered.
But this is tough. She's in this position. She can't hide. In the plunder matches, she can hide stuff, and that she can't hide in these. And it's hard to watch at times, particularly in some of in the ring like Megan Bain, who again I don't think is terrible, but has a very specific function to fill.
Agreed.
She's got a specific role to play.
Agreed.
I like somebody in AEW or somebody tweeted "Oh, imagine how good AEW is gonna be when Camille comes back." I'm like, "Oh, you think that's happening?"
Yeah, sure.
And then the main event, I don't have any. Who cares? Sorry, Dynamite. The match was fine. FTR.
I thought it was good.
It was good. But it's fine.
I was I wondered if Cash got hurt at one point. He looked a little clunky.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, brother, you all right?"
Yeah, but
Then did you see Bald's wiener almost popped out?
Yeah, but
and then he posts "Oh, Collision ratings up." It's because his ball back almost came out.
But where does this leave anybody? I don't know. This is a weird. Tony still seems lost in this tag division. They're getting featured more. But
it's not impactful.
There's no purpose.
I get that. All right. So Dynamite. A little
The Blizzard edition of
A little
Dynamite.
prefacing, I didn't catch the whole episode.
Oh.
So I was at my sister's house. I didn't get to turn it on till like, I don't know, 8:15, 20 after 8.
Okay.
So I still saw like the back half of the 4-way.
Okay.
And then there's a point in the show where I tried to watch it this morning, and I was just real tired, and I fell asleep watching it. So.
So the 4-way was a ton of fun, man.
Yeah, I kind of figured from what I saw it looked fun, and Mark Davis was just hossing people, which was awesome.
The whole match, he was just beating ass.
Yeah, that fucking rules.
There was the Blizzard in Omaha travel issues. They said Mox had to drive like 11 hours to get there, whatever. So I don't know if there was an original layout, if everybody who was supposed to be there got there. I have no clue. But this was a ton of fun. Ricochet did a DVD where he like got the guy in like the power bomb, like bent over for a power bomb and lifted him and flipped him up onto his shoulders. That's cool. DVD. That looked really cool. And Davis brought back the pull-up pile driver.
I saw that. That
makes me so fucking happy.
Yep.
I love it. People are talking about it. A lot of people, I guess, first time. It's one of the coolest looking moves.
He looks like a monster.
And he can do it to everybody, not just the little guys, because he's definitely the giant guy in here. I don't like the finish.
No, I thought the finish was dog shit.
I don't understand it. Like, there's other ways to get this to a 3-way. It's weird to have the Speedball start a pin. It's like the referee's hand is down, because like Ricochet, when he goes to like flip over, like he like misses it for a second. So like the referee, his hand hasn't hit the mat for one yet, but he is already starting to count. And the feet are on the ropes, which is too much because like the referee like, oh, well, Ricochet was in the pin too, so he gets to have the match. He's like, yeah, but okay. So you didn't know he was in the pin when you were counting the pin. After the match, you said that because he was in the pin, it's valid for both of them to win. But you didn't see that but the cheating is just not non-factor. I don't know, whatever. I think someone who said it in the Discord about hat on a hat. It's like, it's just a little too much. Like I think the pin would have been enough. But it's even then, it's still really awkward and weird to get to a 3-way. I was sort of like, of course I wanted OC because it's in Philly and whatever. But if not OC, Ricochet makes a ton of sense. Keep him heated up. Great heel work. Going to go up against Kenny. I think him and Kenny would have a really great match.
Absolutely.
Making it a 3-way with Cheese Ball, Speed Bailey. I don't know. We'll see. It means Kenny's going to have to sell all those dumb fucking kicks that he does.
Yeah.
And I think maybe... all right. Speedball eats the fucking pin, right? No?
I think Ricochet would.
Ricochet eats the pin? That's crazy to me.
I agree. I think it's kind of silly.
I don't think... I know people are super excited about Speedball. He's okay at best. He's another guy that does too many things that don't add any impact to his moves.
Yeah, to me, he's inoffensive, really. I just kind of look at him and go, he's a guy.
Yeah, I'm not like... I don't completely hate him. I like ragging on him.
Well, there's matches he's had where he's...
him Takeshi was on my match of the year. Looks like the dude can do it.
Yeah.
It's just, I think his instincts are bad, and so he,
Sometimes less is more, brother.
Right, and I don't need this to be a 3-way.
Addition
I get why
subtraction.
You want to see what you're getting out of Cheeseball, but I don't know.
Next thing I have here is the TBS title match.
Yeah.
Mercedes Moné versus Billy Starks.
If anybody out there was thinking or saying out loud that Billy Starks was going to stink it up, you owe Billy Starks an apology.
So you owe Billy Starks an apology?
Did I say that? I probably did.
I don't know.
I probably did. I'll apologize to her. She did better than I thought. She at minimum did. I don't know if I said it out loud publicly, but she did better than I fucking thought she would for sure.
This was actually awesome.
Yeah. So
so I did watch this match in full.
Yeah.
Mercedes gave her a ton.
A ton.
Didn't have to.
Yeah.
I think Joe even said she could have just fucking eaten her up if she wanted. No. Yeah. Gave her a ton.
Yeah. This just reminded me really quick, talking about the guy we talked about before. Did you see his video piece that he did on Sasha's last opponent at the pay-per-view?
Momo Watanabe.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds like something I ordered. Jesus fucking Christ. Go fuck yourself.
Don't be fucking disrespectful.
Okay, you don't know how to pronounce a name? Guess what you have? Guess what you're on? The fucking internet.
Yep. Very easy to figure it out. Or
at this point,
just say, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Right.
You know,
at this point, it's because he's doing it willfully. He's trying to be funny. He's trying to be a fucking dumb fucking troll.
Fits into rage, clickbait bullshit,
nonsense bullshit. But anyway, sorry, Billy. Yeah, Billy gets a ton. Billy looks good,
dude. When Billy hits that like electric chair fucking driver looking thing, I thought she killed Sasha with it. This was awesome, dude. I thought this was fucking fantastic
for sure.
Can we officially say Mercedes is back?
I mean, some of us, she never left.
I think we could officially let's put that to bed.
I think she's a person that needs the reps, and I think now that she's getting them, the flow's coming back, the streak's going to be there.
Yeah, she's looking good, man.
She's looking good.
Yeah,
she's having good matches.
Yep.
And this is 2 matches out of her last handful. The Harley one and this one where they're like, I don't know if she's gonna be able to pull these people up,
and she
did. Yeah. And I don't mean that to knock anybody down or say Billy needs to pull it up. Billy's 20 years old. She's had a ton of matches,
but I've seen Billy matches where I would go, okay, I get it, but then I've seen some where I go, nah, I don't see it.
Yeah,
this was one where I went, okay, I get it, and I look and I go, oh, Mercedes is in there too. Yeah. Mercedes definitely helped out with that.
And I did see a report today saying that. They're thinking that Mercedes Athena is could be Philly in 2 weeks.
Fucking sick.
They said that the report I saw said it's on the table. AEW just isn't sure how long, if they want to wait or if they want to do it real soon in Philly.
Well, so there was a promo later in the show where Mercedes says
whoever trained you
doesn't know anything I would have trained her, so
whoever your mentor is doesn't know anything about wrestling.
Just open the door right there. Let's oh my god,
dude. Go back and listen to tape. We've been talking about it forever. That's the one person in that whole company that could walk in and beat her day one. No complaints, no problems, no nothing.
Could Athena just be lay down the Ring of Honor women's title, be we're good here? Because if she's what? Yeah. Here's my issue with it. Okay, she comes up to AEW.
Yeah.
Puts on what's probably going to be a banger against Mercedes.
Yeah.
Can you just have her disappear back to Ring of Honor?
No. So that I don't.
And then on that same token. Can you have her lose?
Right. I don't love walking away from a title.
It's just Ring of Honor.
Right.
But
right. If a match happens in Ring of Honor and nobody's there to watch, it doesn't even happen.
Exactly.
I don't love walking away from a title. I hate so I saw the report today that it was AAA or CMLL, whichever one it was.
Oh, with Satnam Singh.
With Satnam Singh and Raj Desi, and they
blame AAA for that.
Right. But
they're the ones who booked him to win the fucking titles.
But I don't love dropping the title. And I know in Noah, Ozawa won and dropped the national. Was I don't need this one. So
look at back Oscar for NXT. Yeah, she just dropped it.
It makes sense for a heel more than it does for a babyface. If Athena goes I don't need this belt. You're nothing to me. I'm gone. Look at me.
Yeah.
If she beats Mercedes, she's I'm champ. Why do I need this fucking belt? I already have the record. Nobody's ever beaten my record for longest title holder.
Yeah.
So let somebody else give it a try.
Run a tournament.
And then run a tournament because TK loves tournaments.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. She beats Mercedes. It's always the problem when you do these things with double belt holders or whatever.
Yeah.
Is you can't just have them go back down and lose in Ring of Honor or in the lesser company. That's all an indie is one thing, but that, because then it signals that Ring of Honor is lesser. It's just, it is an entire big problem with it, but there's nobody there. I don't know that there's anybody to beat her in Ring of Honor unless you do Billy, which
seems like they tried to do that 3 times already and it didn't happen.
So I think that only path is if you're going to bring her to the main roster permanently, which you should have months ago, you're going to have her beat Mercedes, which is who it should be.
It should happen on the pay-per-view.
It should happen at the pay-per-view, first shot out.
Yep.
And then she just gives up the Ring of Honor title. I think that's the smoothest way out of it.
I do too.
It's the smoothest way out of it. And then Mercedes goes and wrestles in Rev Pro. Maybe she goes and defends the New Japan Strong title for a little bit.
Yeah.
You get a couple more challengers under Tony Storm's belt for her new back in her grips title. And then it's Mercedes Tony, and it's main events of fucking pay-per-view.
Yep.
And if Mercedes keeps the rhythm, then you have a fucking potential match of the year contender.
Yeah.
And Mercedes gets to be the first woman to hold both women's belts in that company.
Yep. Yeah, she'd be the first one. I believe so.
I mean, that wouldn't be who I would prefer to be the first time, but that's fine. Yeah. So, but give Toni Storm, Megan Bayne. Maybe we get it. Maybe Sheeta loses one or two again to Toni, sadly. And then, yeah.
Yeah, because it has to happen.
And then also, I'm going to tell you that Ring of Honor, Athena gives up the title, and the tournament is won by Erica Lee. That's just what I'm going to say. So
I wish, but Mercedes Billy was fucking great.
Yes.
Next thing I have is a world title match.
Yes, the street fight.
John Moxley and Cope.
Yeah.
So for the majority of this, it was not good.
Sucked out loud.
It was very boring.
It was as if the bell never rang on the end of the pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was.
There wasn't even that much plunder.
No,
street fightiness.
It wasn't good.
No.
I would have thought, okay, when Edge took the DDT on the table, I go, he's going to get color.
Right.
And he doesn't.
Well, and you know what? Everyone knows what they say about street fights. Street always wins. And that didn't happen here.
No.
But yeah, this wasn't very good.
Nope. Until
Edge
and his little fucking gimmicky thing that he has, Spike, comes out and he nails Mox in the stomach with it.
Yes.
And I go...
And we've talked about on the show, we hate Spike.
It's lame. Mox should have been blading his stomach. You can't tell me
I know.
You're going to hit me in the stomach with a bunch of fucking nails and it's not going to make a mark.
Well, we've said, at least I've said, but we've been in agreement on this show ever since Edge brought Spike out in AEW. We were like, this thing's dumb because you can never actually use it.
No.
You can never actually hit somebody with this thing for real. It's a fucking board with nails in it.
Fucking impaled.
Right. You cannot put deep metal puncture wounds in a person with this kind of thing.
So when he hits him in the stomach, I go... Right. When Mox is grabbing his stomach, I go, is he doing a little magic?
Yeah, right. A little poke and twist in the belly.
And he comes up and I go, God damn it.
Right.
And then he takes a suplex.
Uh-huh.
And so when Edge picks him up, I go, he's on the board.
Yeah.
DJ, he didn't go on the board.
No, he didn't, Brett.
He went on the spikes.
He did, yeah.
And when Mox popped up off the mat and sat up, I went,
so what? He sells it sat up first, and I'm like, is that stuck in his? It's stuck in his back. Is that stuck? And he stood up. and was like, oh my god! And Michelle's watching. And Michelle's out with me. She's like, this is disgusting. No. I'm
the camera pans, and you just see it hanging in his back.
Insane. That is gonna live with me forever.
Fucking. I was freaking out when I saw it, dude. I said, looks like somebody's still got some dog in them. All prior sins, it's been wiped away.
Yep.
By one crazy fucking bump.
One bump.
So he's got it in his back. I'm not even sure that Edge knows what to do.
I don't think he did.
And because the ref tries to pull it out,
and Yuta's out,
and Yuta hits Edge with the Busaiku knee. And then he goes to pull it out, and that fucker ain't coming out.
And the camera's zoomed in, so you see Mox's skin pull away, like it is stuck in his fucking body. Tee-hee-hee.
Tee-hee-ing. You tee-hee-ing?
We're tee-hee-ing?
I was so happy during this.
And Yuta kind of gives up. I know that there was a spot to do, and I think somebody said that Mox is go do the spot. But it looks like Yuta kind of goes, I don't know how to get this. I don't know if it's even safe to pull this out of the man right now.
Yeah.
So when he goes, then that's when the Death Riders show up and they're all. So you see Mox in the corner. Clearly, the doctor talks to him. Yeah. They get all that out of him, and they don't bleed, which is gross. It's how you know how deep they are because they're not bleeding.
Nope. Very little blood came out.
And he just has a bunch of puncture wounds. A couple of them deeper than you probably want in your back, anywhere. But particularly spine. Oof.
What a sick fucker!
It's insane. It is an insane bump.
I love Mox so much.
That man was like, "You're gonna tell me my pay-per-view match sucked," which it did. And they had a dog shit first half of this match.
Yes.
This match was boring. It sucked.
This man drove 11 hours that day, DJ.
To take a suplex onto a nail board and now get a tetanus shot and have his wife yell at him, I'm sure.
I'm sure he came backstage and she was like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, what is your fucking problem?
Yeah.
What am I going to say to our daughter? Just so many things. a fucking legend.
Oh, he's the fucking
just
man.
turned everybody around like
instantly.
Like we're in the Discord, in the Super Network Discord.
Yep.
Sign up for that odds Patreon. You get in there, and everybody's like, "Oh, we're good. This is great.
Yeah,
back around.
Yep, we're okay. We're good.
Everything's good.
Mox, you're fine."
Insane,
dude. And then like FTR comes out. And Cash like fucking dives and almost kills himself.
Right.
I'm watching this. I go, what is going on right now? Why is everybody trying to die all of a sudden?
Yeah.
I was like, this has to be the end of the feud because everybody's just going for it.
Mm-hmm.
Christian's fucking kids run out and they end up beating up Edge. And
I didn't think about this in the time, like in the moment last night, but somebody online was like, wasn't Nick Wayne just mad at Christian and not working with him anymore?
Yep.
And now he's out here.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what do we just decided that we just...
Don't know.
Just switch that up, I guess.
I guess we'll find out later.
So, Mox does win with the Bulldog choke.
Yeah.
Edge, I'm going to assume Edge moves on to Christian.
Yeah, but
or
then,
at least Nick Wayne or something, maybe. But
then there was a weird thing at the end where bald FTR like didn't help him up.
Yeah, and then
like,
FTR
slaps his hands away. And,
FTR yells at each other.
Yeah, Harry yells at Bald.
Yeah.
And so... I don't know what that was about. They've been teasing them.
A lot of interest in FTR breaking up.
They've been teasing them turning heel. So I don't know.
If FTR was to split,
they're dead in the water.
That's it, right? Like that's got to be the last thing they do, and they got to move on, right? Like,
I have no interest in it. None. You know,
like
all.
if they feud against each other, they can't be back together in this company. They just got to walk
against
away.
Each other.
Yeah.
I just like.
Yeah.
No interest.
Me either.
Like, sure. Like the first Dynamite we went to was those two against each other.
It was great,
banger of a match.
Absolutely.
But
I just think I think they're done. I think if that happens, you're done. You're either move go be FTR somewhere else, or you're done. Like neither of you guys are singles stars in any way. You'll put on fine matches.
Sure.
You'll get to start ripping off singles Bret Hart matches instead of tag team Bret Hart matches.
True.
But it's what a weird little thing that has like Edge written all over it.
Yeah,
like what are we going to be in the middle? What are we going to do, boys?
Fighting over
Edge,
right? It's just weird.
Y'all don't like Edge? That's what somebody should say to
I don't
Bald.
like Edge.
But this was awesome.
Thank you, John Moxley, for
the literal nails in the back close up. Oh, when Willow comes out and annihilates Marina.
Willow looked awesome, dude. She's so cool.
Oh. Hey, man.
Yeah. This was fucking great.
This was fucking great.
John Moxley, thank you. I don't want to say I doubted you.
I did. I was down.
I was a little upset with you. Though.
I was last week.
I was a little upset.
I was the most down on John Moxley I've ever been. Not Dean Ambrose.
That's a different entity.
But John Moxley.
I was a little upset with you. Then you did that last time. I go, there's my guy.
Put yourself in absolute danger and harm's way. And
I see him do that, and I just go,
good.
I just go, why can't I quit you?
Kill yourself for me. Not literally, not that way. Don't clip that, anybody. And we're back. That's all. That's how you get back in my, let's say,
there's the man I fell in love with.
Right. Like, not that like you and I have ever really had any giant beef or anything, or nearly come to fisticuffs at any point in the kitchen.
Have we ever had any beef?
I don't think so.
I don't think we have.
No. I mean, we can start some. You want beef?
No, not really.
But
I'm too tired.
But let's say if you're a friend of mine and we're not getting along, and you want to get back in my good graces, just show up at my house and throw yourself onto something violent and dangerous, and I'm like, all right, we're good.
Throw yourself onto me.
Yeah. Like the next time Tim comes here for a pay-per-view and I'm making him watch it on the porch, just bring like a light tube and hit yourself over the head with it, and you can come back in.
It's all good.
That's all it takes. That's all it is. Yeah. But that being said, don't move any further because I have a question.
Oh, all right. Fuck yeah. I like this.
From friend of the show, lovely human being, Jess Bones.
Oh, you remembered this week. Good.
Oh, well.
Remember I think I said about no beef?
Jess sent this at 7:14 tonight, so this just happened to be on my phone. So question for the show. Hey, Brett and DJ. Happy Brett and Owen Mania X Day.
Hell yeah.
And Jess, I just want to say I appreciate that you spelled both Brett's names correctly. That's how you do it.
Listen, as Mr. Hitman said to me, us Bretts have to stick together.
That's right.
They said 1 T or 2, and I said 2, and he goes, man, it saved me a lot of time over the years when I signed autographs.
Absolutely. He'd still be there, just signing that second T.
God damn, I love Mr.
Mox taking the spike bump was awesome.
Fuck yeah.
I don't care what the babies say.
Fact.
That's the shit that made Moxley cool in early AEW when he was the purveyor of violence.
Absolutely.
The question. Would the Death Rider / AEW main event scene be better served by going full FMW?
Yes.
Question part B.
Oh, okay, because yes.
Which FMW stip should Mox lose the title on? I know we got a sampling of it around COVID with the underwhelming exploding no ropes barbed wire death match. Enough time has passed and Tony has the money to make it happen. I think we need that ring in a pool and let the explosions go crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, love y'all and apologies for asking a two-parter.
No, fuck
Jess,
hey.
you never have to apologize for doing a two-parter on this show.
No. People throw that around, throw their weight around with two-parters here all the time.
Jess, every time you ask one of these questions...
Exploding butthole match.
Oh, my God. Lose the title? I don't know.
Lose the title and your
You
ass.
always ask these questions and answer them, and it's great because I like hearing your opinions too.
Yes, absolutely.
But you're always right.
Yeah.
Like the full-on referee in the full hazmat suit, like mask, silver suit, everything.
Put him in a boat to get to the ring. Absolutely.
Actual giant exploding motherfucker.
Mox would probably just swim to the ring because he's nuts.
Like sirens on the turnbuckles, barbed wire ropes, glass pit, like
100%.
Bed of nails, barbed wire on top, glass pane over the top of that.
Yeah.
Like the no ropes on both sides, like the pogo career ender.
I would say the pogo bump.
Yeah, the pogo career ender right there.
Yeah, I agree.
Like full out.
Let's go nuts
crazy
with
FMW.
That is true. Jess answers her own question.
Jess, again, impeccable wrestling taste.
I agree.
Every time I go on my phone to my Instagram,
Jess,
I'm
always the new tastemaker.
And I'm always like, oh, look at that, Akira Hakuto post. Oh, it's
right.
Jess.
Absolutely.
Always a joy. So
Jess and I love us some Akira Hakuto.
Yeah.
Jess, you're fucking awesome. Thank you so much as always.
Thank you for the question and then answering it. Sorry we don't have a better answer
no,
than
that's
yours, but it's the right
fucking answer.
Yeah.
So here's where so last night my Dynamite got cut off here because I had to go help my brother-in-law.
Okay.
And here's where I tried to pick it up because there was only a half hour left in the show.
Pick it up.
I would never do that. That's not fun at all. So I tried to rewatch this morning at like 8 o'clock in the morning, but I was definitely fell back asleep. And I woke back up and I was like, I don't know, I guess this happened. I'm not watching this.
Okay.
I know what happens, but you can tell me if it's any...
I don't have much. Osprey AR Fox.
I heard it's just okay.
I liked it a ton.
Yeah?
It is a crowd pleaser.
Okay.
It is all the flippy you could want.
It's a, hey, thanks for braving a blizzard.
Right. It is...
All right.
A big time crowd pleaser. I thought it was really fun.
And for having to watch 2 hours of Collision after this.
It doesn't make a ton of sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely like a fill-in match. Sure. It's whatever.
Well, it's a blizzard.
Right.
It happens. Shit happens.
But it was a giant crowd pleaser, big flips, big time, big stuff, kind of, crazy things, going all out, doing springboards that they don't do normally, like all that kind of stuff. So like, while it's not like my kind of like all right, I don't, whatever. But like he does like AR Fox did like a Spanish fly, but like was in the corner and then jumped off and sat on the top rope and then flipped backwards.
Oh, okay. That's
like
dope.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So like it was a cool match in that regard.
Okay.
We get the Mercedes promo where she says whoever mentored and trained Billy
did see that,
knows nothing of wrestling. And then the main event, Statlander Bane. I don't know if things switched around on purpose or if this was always penciled in as the main event. But my comments and my thoughts on...
A lot of people were shocked this was the main event. Me being one of them.
Yeah, and Tony... The highlight of this is Tony Storm on commentary.
I heard she was fantastic.
She was absolutely great.
Yeah.
She says like... they're like, are you afraid of Megan Bane? And she's like, I'm not afraid of anyone called Bane. I get my back broken every night.
God bless her. I fucking love Tony Storm. Oh, man. I might go back just to watch this for commentary, dude.
Just for her commentary, you should.
I saw her promo after the match, which was hilarious. She's like, my God, you're a big bitch.
Taz breaks character because of it.
I love it.
She goes after Shivani the whole time. Go back and watch it.
Did she call Taz the human duplex?
I don't know if she did or not.
Damn it.
But go back just for her commentary.
I'm going to have
the match is fine. But again,
her commentary is the best.
Stat is excellent.
Yeah.
Megan Bane is limited, and it's fine. She doesn't need to be it's a problem. Not a problem, but it's.
You didn't like Megan Bane versus Atticus Cogar from?
Yeah, I loved it. It's match of the year. All of my 5 matches this year are going to be all Atticus Kogar matches. That's how much I like him. Like Bane is limited. It's just what it is, and it's the problem, a hurdle that you run into when you are running a company that is the 5-star wrestling match company, right? Sure. Not every wrestler is going to be able to do that, a 5-star fucking match. And it doesn't mean that they're less deserving to be on the show. You just have to take that effort to have other reasons for them to be involved and other things for them to do to help build sort of stuff, right? Like the Penelope Fords of the world have a place in professional wrestling.
Of course, yeah.
It's just hard when you're the 5-star wrestling match company and you're like, all right, well, here, the main event of this show doesn't have a chance to be in that.
Sure.
And it was fine. It is what it is. Bane wins. She's facing Tony at the pay-per-view. But like, and I think it's perfectly reasonable. She's big. She's an imposing presence. You know, Tony's not losing that title anytime soon.
Yeah, aside from the match, Tony got in the ring and just started slugging her.
Yeah, they did like the Takayama Fry opener. Like, and that's fine. Like, there's a place for that and everything. I think Bane needs to get better at some things, and she will, because now she's, like, when has she had the opportunity really to be in the ring
she really has
with somebody other than, and I'm not slighting anybody when I say that, like, Masha Slamovich.
Sure.
And, you know, like, and they're all fine, but, like, Tony Storm, Statlander's a different animal. Tony Storm's a different animal.
I agree.
So, like, hopefully she gets better. I think Tony Storm could probably work a really good match against her. Probably will.
Remember when we saw, was it Mega Man Micah at Stardom at last Mania weekend? That was fucking great.
I think Bane, like a lot of wrestlers, just needs to do a handful of things really well and just work that out. Use her size. She's bigger. She's imposing looking. You know, she's all of that. So, you know, she's a lot better than some of the other, like, monster heel.
Sure.
Camille. She's better than Camille.
You just say it.
She's better than Camille. She's better than Taya Valkyrie. You know, like, she's just, like, not that Taya's, like, a big giant, but, like, you know, Taya likes to pretend like she's something.
She's a bum.
So, like, you know, I'm not expecting Megan Bane to light the world on fire, but it's perfectly reasonable for her to be a challenger for the title just based on size and strength alone.
Yeah.
And so weird that it's main event, but again, Tony on commentary, go back and watch it. She was fucking hilarious. I wish I had written down a bunch of other quotes because she was saying a bunch of them.
Good. Well, I like when she breaks people on commentary. That makes me happy. So.
Yeah. Taz was loving it.
Makes me happy because I love Taz.
Yeah.
Well, that was the end of America. So we need to take a trip, partner.
Oh.
Let's take a trip.
Where are we going?
Japan.
Oh. I already made it.
All right. Where do we want to start?
We're all over the place. All over. It's a smallish country compared to the good old USA, but we are all over that bitch.
Where would you like to start?
Where do we want to start? You know, let's see. What did I...
You have your choices of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Do we want to start...
Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. Or Sendai Girls.
Yeah. Let's... Oh, man. Let's start with New Japan.
All right.
Let's end with some Joshi.
All right, let's go New Japan.
New Japan.
So, New Japan Cup is ongoing. How many matches did you watch?
1, 2, 3, 4 matches.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
Okay. So you tell me what you didn't watch.
I started with Taichi versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Okay, so you didn't watch David Finlay versus Yuya Uemura.
No.
Okay, I did.
Okay.
Because that was part of the quarterfinals.
I will never be forced to watch a David Finlay match. And I almost didn't watch the finals.
We'll talk about that later. But David Finlay versus Yuya Uemura.
Okay.
I like Yuya Uemura.
Yeah.
The Heat Stroke, or whatever the fuck his name is. The fuck is his name?
Heat Stroke. He's pale, thirsty, and shaky the whole time.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Heat Bomb.
Heat Miser.
I don't know his nickname.
He's
Heat
Mr.
Source.
Heat Miser. Hold on, I'm going to see.
Whatever it is. The Heat guy.
The Heat guy. Oh, Heat Up?
Oh, okay. Heat up now?
Yuya Yamura. Oh, jeez. Are they even going to tell me?
Is it the Heat Force? Heat Shaman.
The Heat.
It's Heat something, right?
Heat Storm?
Heat Storm?
Heat Storm.
It's too close to Yeet. I don't like this.
It's too close to Yeet and too close to Quiet Storm. It's a bad name.
Yeah, we don't like this.
Bad name. Heat Storm, get out of here.
Heat Stroke it is. So this was a match.
I'm sorry, hold on. There is, in fact, a Yuyamura Heat Storm t-shirt.
Is it shit?
Yeah, it says Heat Storm. It looks like a baseball jersey.
That's terrible.
It's really bad. Blue Flames. But hold on. There's a write-up. It says...
Don't get caught up in the Heat Storm.
No, I wish. Heat Storm logo. Oh, where is this
You'll
thing?
be caught up in the crossfire.
Where did it go? There it is. It says, okay, never mind. For whatever reason, there's I just scanned it. I was like, oh, I gotta see this whole thing. Because I thought that it was some sort of Heat Storm write-up about why he's the Heat Storm. But instead it's just...
about to not heat dry the t-shirt when the guy knew it was.
It's just flammability standards.
God
but on Google, it's what shows up under the link for whatever reason. But it says meets the flammability. I was like, oh, this must be about the Heat Storm.
No, but just...
And it's not. It's just
cool dry the t-shirt,
lead,
please.
cadmium, phthalates, and formaldehyde level requirements.
Great.
So, but it sucks. It's a bad t-shirt and it came out in 2024.
But Finlay versus Yuya. This was a match where it's the good side of David Finlay.
Okay.
Which pops up every now and again for some reason.
Okay.
He was hossing him around.
Yeah.
Which was kind of dope. Yuya looked good as well. Yuya is more Tanahashi than Shooter Umino will ever be.
Oh.
He has more Tana in him than Shooter does.
Okay.
It is what it is. But I like this though. Finlay obviously wins, and he's moving on to the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
The other quarterfinal match that you just mentioned, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Taichi.
Yes, I watched this.
So, Taichi at the beginning of this match cries.
Yeah.
Because he's very emotional, and it hurts my heart.
Mm-hmm.
So the story was that he beat, I think it was Great Khan by countout.
Okay.
And he didn't feel he deserved it.
Okay.
And he didn't feel like, I'm not at this level. I can't wrestle Zack.
Yeah.
And that's why Zack keeps yelling, screaming at him during the match, wake up, you know? This ends up being awesome. This is their first match that they've had since the Dangerous Techers have broken up. Good story for both, because this is Zack, a little bit of a build your confidence back up to as well. To go, I know you had a short title reign, which is kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
I was thinking about that because, when it happened, when he lost the belt, Marcus messaged us and asked, and I was like, 4 title defenses is pretty standard. Yeah. And then I was thinking about it, just the other day, and I was like, well, one of those was against Ricochet, so that really shouldn't count.
One was against Shooter, and one was against Ricochet.
Yeah. Shooters, they're trying.
That Shooter match fucking sucked at Wrestle Kingdom.
It sure did.
It's just not good, dude.
Yeah.
But this match I thought was great.
This match was exhausting. They did everything.
Yeah.
And my frustrations with this match is again, why isn't this every time Taichi? What are you doing?
If you had this every time, man.
He's the best. I'd line him up for the title if he wrestled like this every time.
Dangerous T.
He doesn't do it every time, and it's stupid. I hated the Finn Balor as the demon because if the demon makes you better, just wrestle as the fucking demon every time.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. Or whatever he called it. I don't know if you can trademark copyright the demon from Gene Simmons. You're allowed to say that.
Jesus.
But
you just owed Gene Simmons $25 for saying
I do. But stiff kicks, the stretch plum, a dangerous backdrop, is absolutely fantastic match. I was like, dude, Taichi, this should be you every time. Every time.
Yep.
He's been around forever, but when he wrestles like this, it's feels so fresh.
He's one of my favorites when he wrestles like this.
Absolutely incredible when he does this.
Yeah. Did you watch the title match of Hiroki Goto versus Yuji Nagata?
I indeed did watch Goto versus Blue Justice.
So I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
Yuji Nagata's ageless, dude.
That's my biggest takeaway.
I fucking love me some Blue
Nagata
Justice.
still rules, man.
Love him.
A fair amount of the snap and the get up has left him That like the kicks aren't they don't have the snap to him. He's not getting him off the mat as you know what I mean. Like he's not moving around as quick, and he's 54 or 56 years old. Whatever he is.
The suplexes aren't as explosive.
Yeah, but he still fucking rules.
I love Yuji.
The thing is, and this is like I love old man wrestling runs, Tenru, Muda. Like I love this stuff. Is that when you get to the age that they are, their wrestling intelligence is so high that they still know how to put these matches together. In a really great way. Yeah. And so, like, even though you can see that the snap isn't quite there, the strikes aren't quite as hard, doesn't matter because the match is put together so well. Yuji rules. Goto looks great here, but, I mean, there's no real stakes here.
Nah. We know that. We know what's going to happen. Imagine if they would have pulled the trigger on you. Yeah. Would have lost my mind.
That would be crazy.
All right. Semifinals.
Sabre, David Finlay?
Yeah, you didn't.
I watched that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Again, this is another one where I'm like, when Finlay wrestles aggressive, I like him. And he was aggressive in this match.
I was not going to put this on because I don't watch David Finlay matches. I don't like him. I don't get him. He's not my guy. But this guy was talked about, had good reviews and a high number. And I was like, all right, I love Zach. Let's figure this one out. Finlay's trying to cultivate mass again.
Yeah, he is.
I still don't love him.
Yeah, me neither.
But I did not expect the finish. Like that, it got me completely out of nowhere.
I have like the back half of this match ripped.
Yeah, Finlay's great in this. He is. He's very good.
Like it's crazy. He's a guy that like frustrates me. Mm-hmm. Because again, it's kind of like with Tai Chi.
Why not do this?
Why not do this all the time?
Yeah, if you can do this, why not do this? Yeah.
But I like match was good.
The match was good. My favorite thing, God tier shit in this match is Zack Sabre Jr. putting on the Gato clutch, and as he folds backwards, double birds to Gato.
I love it, dude.
Amazing.
So good.
God tier level wrestling shit right there.
I love
as he bridges back for the Gato clutch, double birds to Gato on the outside. Fuck you, Gato.
It was awesome.
Really fucking great. And Finlay wins. Did not expect it. It was a good finish. And I was like, holy shit, okay. It makes sense. Sabre winning the cup would have been his second year in a row.
Yep.
You would have put him right back into the main event. You don't want that.
No.
I mean, they don't want that. I can go either way with it. I like Goto with the run. Of course, I'm happy, but
So the other semifinal match I didn't watch was Shooter Umino versus Shingo Takagi. Did you watch that? People said it sucked. Like, not good.
Yeah.
Reviews.
That's mostly why. So, while I really liked Shooter, there still seem to be running with Shooter over the rest of them.
I don't have the patience with him now.
I'm shaky. I'm cautious.
Yeah.
I like some of the things that Shooter did, but he's suffering like I think the rest of them are in one way or another of being given too much too soon.
So we'll talk about that right now. So the finals.
Yes.
David Finlay versus Shooter Umino. Mm-hmm. This was this morning, I believe.
Yeah.
So I watched this in my car before I came up to your house.
Okay.
I was gambling all day, and then I came here.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I got to watch this. It's like 27 minutes long.
Yep.
David Finlay wins. Mm-hmm. He's going to get a shot at Goto.
Yeah.
I think he's going to beat Goto.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Oof. I think he's going to beat Goto. I think they're going to...
Two criminally short title runs back to back.
I just think they're going to... I don't know. I feel it.
I hope not.
I feel like he's going to beat Goto.
Finlay's never held it, right?
No. Finlay's never held it.
Oh, I hope not.
And I think it's going to be like a...
Yeah.
Thank you. You didn't leave.
Man.
You're loyal.
I will be out of the main event picture until he drops it if he wins it.
If he wrestles like when I like him, I'm okay with it.
So while,
but it's tough because I look at it this way. So they go out of their way to mention this match. This is the youngest matchup.
Yeah,
between guys in a New Japan Cup ever.
Not since 2013, they said.
Oh no, well, but this is ever.
Oh, okay.
Because at that time, Goto was still 35 or something like that. Because Shooter's only 25 or 20, maybe 24, 25, and Finlay's only 31.
Okay.
I understand we all love Hiroki Goto. I totally get it.
Sure.
From a business standpoint. I don't know. I've been going back and forth with this. Like, do you want it on Goto like as a thank you?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but how long do you want to thank you?
Sure.
Or is it, okay, David Finlay, you're the younger guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're American. We still want to try to covet that audience. You know, you're not horrible. I'll say that you're not, because he's not.
Yeah,
he's not. Mm-hmm. He's very frustrating to me. Which direction do you think they go? I could see both. I really could.
So
Shooter's not winning this match. Even like when it started,
I thought Shooter looked good in this match, though.
Shooter looked good. I had
the
a
strikes
problem.
were hard hitting. I liked all that.
I had a problem. And I felt I'm like old man yelling at cloud here.
Mm-hmm.
Like Philly just stopped selling the leg.
Right.
Shooter stopped selling the back.
Yeah.
I was like, guys, fuck. Come on.
Shooter does do a Carson crawl, though.
He did do a Carson crawl. He nailed it.
Yeah. So like, I really like the Uranagi over the guardrail through the table that Finlay hits.
That looked good.
But like the bigger problem, and like when you said which way they're going to go, New Japan will. I have no question in my mind that New Japan will put, if they want to, and will want to at some point, put the title on Finlay. I hope it's not now. I think you give Goto a couple more matches with, you know, with some other people. Like clearly he's wrestling. He wants to wrestle his friends as champion here, but like he's also only had old man matchups right now. But like the problem with Finlay for me, and again, he's not horrible. He's fine. He's average, if not slightly above. When he turns it on, he looks good. But like, I have a really hard time buying what he's selling. Like, I just don't believe him in the character that he portrays, and then the way that he tries to wrestle sometimes. I'm like, I don't think you're a badass. Like, I knew from like, maybe not in the jacket and the mullet, but like blonde-haired, your dad, like Fit Finlay, I knew this dude was a fucking monster. Like, I knew he was a maniac and he was going to beat my ass.
Yeah, of course.
I don't see that out of him. So that he tries to wrestle that way, and I'm like, I'm just not buying it, man. Like, there's just a disconnect there.
Yeah.
So it makes it hard. Like, I think this match was good. Like, this match, like, is certainly, go out and watch it. I thought it was very good. Like, I thought Shooter looked better than he ever has. No, maybe not ever, but like recently, for sure.
He looked good.
You know? But like, I just, like, when I watch Finlay, like, it's like, oh, okay, that was good. All right, that was good. But I'm not bought into anything he does. So I'm just like, I don't know. So, like, if they put, like, while I completely can see New Japan being like, all right, we're going to try again to get the Bullet Club up. The main event picture isn't the best right now, whatever. You know, we put Finlay in there. It is a little younger. It's a heel, you know, all that kind of stuff. I just don't buy him. So I'm like, I don't know that I can watch David Finlay title defenses knowing that he's going to start beating some of the guys that I like.
Yeah, and I get that.
And the problem is because I have a hard time buying into what you said, what he's selling. So like, while the matches will probably be great, and I don't give a shit that like wins and losses, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Who cares who beats who, really? But like, I can't actually buy in. Like, I can't lose myself in a David Finlay match. I've never lost myself in a David Finlay match. He's had very good matches. He's had better. His G1, he did great in that fucking G1.
Sure did.
But I have a hard time losing myself in the matches, and I think that's what the great ones or the really good ones do. And he just doesn't have it for me. Yeah,
he's a guy, again, it just frustrates the shit out of me.
And he won't be the first guy to hold a major title and not have my fucking attention and, you know, whatever, but...
now, I know you brought it up with Shooter before, like, some of the younger guys aren't... Yeah. I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I think Yuya is ready to explode.
Yuya's not a Reiwa Musketeer.
He should have been.
Should have been, but he's not.
I think, Ren Narita's a joke.
Ren Narita can stay.
Suji's way better than him.
Suji has become better than Shooter but Shooter has been on the bigger stages and has failed. Sadly.
Yeah.
So Huge Suge is really good.
Oh yeah. And he
but the company don't think so. They're not using him in a meaningful.
Global champ.
Oh, is he global champ? Oh, all right. Well, good for him, I guess. Belt doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, he's a global champ.
But like when I look at I haven't watched a Suji match in a long time. Like I don't think he's had like anything like a.
Kid?
Did we watch that for the show? We might have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't feel I think the company's like, oh, we still don't want anything. Like, we're still backing these guys down.
But like, I look at like guys like Gabe Kidd.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's stepped up.
Yeah,
and he's
sure.
surpassed all of them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely.
I think Suji stepped up.
Yeah.
I think Yuya stepped up. I think Oiwa's going to be better than Shooter.
Oiwa's good, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I look at that's four guys right there where I go, oh fuck.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah.
The crowds just don't connect with them. For whatever reason.
Well, and
we did like this I shaved my head thing.
Right,
but
they keep
people
trying.
Still don't care.
Yeah, they're trying. I mean, he got a decent reaction here.
Yeah.
But like, for whatever reason, I guess that's the thing, is like, while Suji is global champion, which is news to me, which is fine.
Watch the product, bro.
I know. But like, the company is clearly would rather put Shooter in the higher profile matches right now for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Doesn't make a ton of sense.
I know, because like that Wrestle Kingdom match was a disaster.
Yeah. So, and I know that like, obviously he's a global champ, you can't move him up into this thing.
Yeah.
But like, it's weird. They seem to like keep like, well, eventually it'll click with this kid and we like him so much, we're just going to keep doing it until it clicks. And it's like, is it though?
Yeah.
You know, because like, even like, and with Suji, he's global champion now, but like, he did, you know, the Reiwa Musketeers was kind of a curse for all three of these guys. And Suji is sort of going to be the guy to break it the best, and probably already has, really, one way or another.
Yeah, because Loren's just such an afterthought.
But I remember when Suji came back and he joined LIJ.
They should have put the title on.
Right, and we were like, he should beat Naito, kick Naito out of the group, become the new leader,
Still haven't done
and
it.
all that. And they were like, nah, he's going to get 3 wins in a G1. And it's just like, what are you doing?
I know.
Which is why I forgot that he was global champion, because it's like, clearly, like, like they just, for whatever reason, they got this hard on for Shooter.
See,
and Shooter was my favorite. I've said it on here. Like, I thought Shooter, leading up to that Wrestle Kingdom match, I thought Shooter was going to be the best one. I thought he was handsome, that he had the good look. He had the Moxley thing, like the little bit of a rub from Mox. And he ain't put it together.
Yeah. See, I'm pretty sure Suji beat Finley for the global title at Wrestle Kingdom.
Okay.
So that was like, Finley's like, okay, I guess we're going to bump you up now.
Right.
So
yeah.
That's what it seems like that's what's happening to me.
I hope not.
Thoughts on the New Japan Cup this year? Honestly,
yeah.
I don't think there's anything that was must see.
Yeah.
There's some very good matches, no doubt. I you know,
yeah.
If you were following along with like little ones we were watching here and there, great. But like, I don't think there was anything to really go out of your way to catch.
If your bracket says Bad Luck Fale in it anywhere,
or Chase Owens,
or
Yujiro Takahashi,
who did I see?
I'm all set,
Gabe
pal.
Kidd did some video, and it was, I guess it was like an old one, and I don't remember who he was working. Oh, it was Kenny. It was Kenny Gabe Kidd. And Kenny was, when they were going back and forth, and Kenny was like, you lost to Chase Owens.
Yeah.
And he was like, how do you think you could be a threat to me? You lost to Chase Owens. Yeah. Chase Owens.
Yep. That's hilarious.
So, yeah.
I don't know if you did see the little clip. So, Tanahashi went backstage like a few nights ago on this tour.
Okay.
And kind of said to like Taka and Taichi, like, hey, this Just 4 Guys stuff.
Yeah.
I think we need to. I think it's done. Why don't you?
Of course.
Why don't you join like Hantai?
Can I?
Like the main group?
Yeah.
And
because that Chaos like folded into that or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So today,
can I call Tanahashi and get a refund for my fucking Just 5 Guys T-shirt?
Listen, leave the memories alone. All right. One of 5 guys who own that shirt, probably.
Yeah, right.
Well, today I didn't see the full context of it, but I guess after the Tai Chi's match, Ishii came out.
Oh.
And like fucking shook his hand and dapped him up.
Oh.
So
okay.
I don't know what's happening.
All right.
I wonder if it's all folded into like. I think what's going to happen is you're going to have like 5 guys gone.
Yeah.
Chaos gone.
Hantai versus Glow Club.
Which is crazy to me. Mm-hmm. I don't even think that. No. I think you're going to maybe get some new factions.
Maybe.
You know?
Yeah.
Might be time. I mean, Just 5 Guys is not that old, but it's just it's already done.
It was a joke. It was silly bullshit. Yeah.
Everybody died.
Well, because they like forced because they forced Suzuki Gun out like and
well Suzuki said we're done. So
so and they were like, well, what the fuck are we gonna do? Ishii and Taichi as a shit kicking tag team. I mean,
maybe something there.
I got a problem with that.
Nope. All right, so there's the we'll put Ed's question here, I guess.
Okay, we got an Ed question.
We do. We sure do.
All right. Well, it better be a 1-parter because I already answered a 2-parter.
이제 이번 주에 에드 코드 질문입니다.
right, so
Ed
says, "Hey there, good friends.
Hey, Ed.
I have a question that has
Talk to you
two
next
parts.
week, buddy. No, 2 parts.
One, been playing some TEW 9 with a 2001 roster.
Okay.
Never played TEW.
I did back in the day.
I've made it into 2002 with Hayabusa still healthy in wrestling, which made me think, what would you guys want to see Hayabusa do in a post-FMW world had the injury never happened? I know Bahu had said, and if I pronounce this wrong, I apologize, IG told him he would have been loyal to Ganosuke and ended up in WMF. But I think his friendship with Misawa could have seen him be a big part of the Noah roster. Where would you guys like to see Hayabusa end up after FMW closed? I think that's perfect. I think.
What year did he say he has him to in TEW?
2002.
Okay.
Noah.
Okay.
What would you say?
Ring of Honor.
Oh, shit. Whoa.
0304 Ring of Honor. Hayabusa, AJ Styles. Hayabusa, American Dragon.
Fucking watch my eyes go in the back of my head real quick. Holy fuck. Whoa. Okay, you're the winner. Fuck. Yes.
Hayabusa Paul London in those days, like just
Hayabusa Spank.
Right. Hayabusa Spank.
Hayabusa Quiet Storm.
Hayabusa Cloudy.
Hayabusa Brian XL.
Yes, exactly.
Hayabusa Orman Tortuga.
Right. Hayabusa the Black Nature Boy Scoot Andrews.
Hayabusa, God rest his soul, Xavier.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hayabusa Homicide.
Hayabusa Samoa Joe.
Right, exactly. Like, I think...
Hayabusa Phil.
Yes. Hayabusa. That's his name. That would be his name. Hayabusa Phil. Yeah. Phil Hayabusa, attorney at law. Ring of Honor, like, when I saw that question, I was like, that's immediately where, like, even if it's just like the couple of, like, 1 or 2 offs or whatever... but yeah, I think there's Noah at that time, obviously, that would be fucking amazing.
Imagine him tearing up like in a junior, juniors were like Kenta and Marufuji.
Yeah, it would be absolutely incredible.
I could see him getting a GHC title, world heavyweight title.
For sure. Insane. I think if he stayed ambulatory and alive and was at the level that he was or could have been. I think any promotion would be more than happy to have him.
Here's a question for you.
Yes.
If it was
Does this make it a 3-parter now?
No, if this was 2004.
Yeah.
Would he have slipped out of his entrance on WrestleMania 20?
No.
Okay.
Although I would have really dried everything, all the ropes possible at that fucking event if Hayabusa was on that show.
First slip?
Yeah, it's fine. It's recoverable, Brett. We're good.
Second slip?
It's over. That's it. It's done here. That's a shame. Just watch my favorite guy's career end.
It kills me.
Live on pay-per-view. Breaks my heart still to this day. Still to this day.
It's the best shit ever. God damn. Dude, I still like... One of the biggest, like, fucking blue ball moments I ever had in my life is when it was Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke making their entrance at that one Mania. And I thought Dana Brooke fell. It slipped. And I went, like, oh my God, it's the Ultimate Dragon. And I was just going to call you and just laugh.
Yeah.
But it was Mandy Rose instead.
If I could switch places with Hayabusa with anybody, Mandy or
Jesus
Mandy Rose,
Christ.
Dana Brooke would be up there. If that's how we got to work off this voodoo deal that Ed came up with, I'm fine with that.
You mean one half of the TNA Knockout Tag Team Champions, Ash by Elegance?
No, that's not what I mean. It is what I mean. But yeah, I think Hayabusa could write his own check at any point in professional wrestling. And Bahu's probably right. He probably would stay loyal to Ganosuke. Jesus Christ. But yeah, Noah would be great. Ring of Honor would be incredible. And the thing is that the Noah guys came over to Ring of Honor, so that would work.
Yeah.
But like to see Hayabusa get an actual like American run, because by that time people were really catching on and noticing, it'd be pretty incredible.
Dude, one of the another biggest teases in wrestling is that Hayabusa picture in front of the WCW Worldwide in his gear, and I'm like, God damn it! Imagine if he came in there. And
what if
they pissed him away?
Right, but like let's just say theoretically that Hayabusa's around sitting in that Ring of Honor locker room, and they're like, He got let go. We're going to bring him in. Who wants to wrestle Eddie Guerrero in Ring of Honor?
Oh, my God.
That'd
be fucking incredible. I was so low key.
But like even to a slightly lesser extent, but similar talent. Like, and I didn't watch it, but think about him in TNA being able to wrestle AJ Styles and fucking Elix Skipper. Like, you do some cool shit.
Did you see that picture of Elix Skipper and Lash LaRue from this week? That was wild.
That's crazy. I also saw somebody got a Lash LaRue caricature drawn at that con, and it did not look like the person at all.
Looked like Stinky Doo-Doo.
Yeah, I mean, it was fine. It was a fine drawing. It just didn't look like the guy, and that's the point of caricatures.
I would be like, oh, is this a picture of somebody else?
Were you looking at the guy behind me?
Could you imagine that? I walked up and be like, oh, that's not me,
it's a very
caricature
special
drawing
skill.
is very hard.
But man,
looked like shit.
It did not look like that dude.
Ed's second part. Going to a small college campus anime convention on Saturday.
Yeah.
Should I be financially responsible or make my Pokemon plush and Pokemon card addiction worse? Yes.
Do drugs by Pokemon, Ed.
I'm not going to condone the first part. Ed, I think you're fucking straight edge, dude.
Oh.
Jesus. No. No. Ed, do what you want.
Yeah.
I'll support you no matter what.
Just not financially.
As long as you're not doing a stupid or as the Final Wrestling Place voicemail says, don't do a racism. None of that. But other than that, you do what you want, pal.
Okay.
Just don't be.
I'm gonna have to call in the Final Wrestling Place this week. I haven't done that yet.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna say to them.
Wow.
No, to Tim. I'm gonna say Tim. That's not true.
I don't think you have to call in this week.
I will. I'll call in. We'll see what happens.
I don't think you'll have to.
We'll see. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
It'd be funny if you did.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that? Yo, yes, do it. Okay.
It's for the bit.
All right. No.
Sorry, we don't do bits on the show. I don't like bits.
Stop that.
I leave all the bits on the soon-to-be-named network for Joe. He does them all.
Oh, Jesus. Nobody loves a bit more than Joe's supposed to.
He's a madman, that Joe.
All right.
He told me.
Ed, thank you so much. God damn it. Thank you so much, buddy. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah, pal.
All right. We still have more wrestling to talk about, though.
Do we? Jesus Christ. Okay.
Tokyo Joshi Pro Grand Princess 25.
We do. Jesus Christ. Yes.
How many matches did you watch from this?
I watched 4.
Same.
But I really only got stuff to talk about in 3.
Okay. Did you watch...
I started with Willow's match.
That was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was just kind of okay. It was fun, but like... It felt more like two friends dicking around in a wrestling ring than it did a match.
Yeah, like even at the end when Mai Watanabe was just all real happy and I was like, oh, this is just cute, I guess.
And like Willow's great, and like again, Tony Khan needs to figure out like how to use her and use her often because she's great.
I will say Willow fucking murdered her with that power bomb.
Yeah, absolutely. Like again, it has really good stuff in it, but like it just felt like a boxing exhibition.
So I watched this match and the next match I'll talk about live. Oh. And then it was 2:30 in the morning. I was like, I'm going to go to bed because they're doing an intermission.
Okay.
Did you watch Miko Satomori versus Yuki Arai?
I did.
All right. What'd you think?
I liked it.
Me too.
It was really good.
Never a doubt, though.
My favorite thing about this match is that Yuki Arai the whole time was very cautious of Miko's experience. Yeah. Like, she knew this woman was a killer. She knows that she's a better wrestler. She knows that anything she could do, Miko knows a way out of it. And that was portrayed and told story-wise really well in this match.
I thought so, too. I thought it was nice to give Yuki some shine here.
Yeah.
But, like, again, it's just one of those, this isn't in doubt. Yuki getting very emotional after the match.
I think the finish was a little, like, yep.
Yeah, right?
Like, it suffers, like, it's flat because of that. It's like,
honestly, I felt the same way. Yeah,
but it's really good. Miko is on a hell of a run. Like Miko's having like the retirement run that everybody should have.
Her and Sting.
Yeah, but yeah, absolutely.
Like for real.
But yeah, like that's the only thing is like, oh, yep, okay, there it is. Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, but it was really good. It was good. Miko rules.
Did you watch the International Princess title match?
I did. The Suzumi versus Ariso Endo.
Daisy Monkey explodes,
the one I don't have
brother.
Much to talk about. It's very good.
Yeah,
I just don't have any like particular like this was really crazy or cool. Like it was just a good match.
I thought like Arisu was like wrestling very strong, but Suzume was like doing the technical stuff better. I did like when Arisu Endo was up on the top rope and Suzume like ran up the turnbuckle and hit her with that like face buster bulldog off the top. That was really cool. But other than that, yeah, I agree. It was kind of like it
was good.
Hey, this is probably the future of Tokyo Joshi Pro. So I did like it.
Yeah.
The Princess Tag Title match.
That's right. Yes, this is I watched.
Kyoraku Kiyome, which is Shoko Nakajima and Hyper Masao.
Yes.
Versus 1-2 Million. The team of Miyu Yamashita and Maki Ito.
Who are the current champions.
Brother?
Yes.
I thought this was excellent.
It was awesome. Really, really great.
New champs?
Yes.
Hey, man. Don't ever make Hyper Masao lose that mask.
That's right.
Because then Dark Masao comes out.
That's right.
And she was fucking pissed.
She was.
Dude, she was hitting moves like super hard, and I've never seen her wrestle like that before. She looked awesome.
Yeah, it's one of the best Hyper matches. Because normally she's a little like jokier. But I guess getting kicked in the face a bunch.
That'll do that too. It'll piss you off a little bit.
Demeanor.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was a ton of fun. I will tell you, and I'm sure when you were watching it, you probably knew you know my feelings. But there's a point in this match where Shoko Nakajima is teasing a Northern Light suplex of Maki off the apron to the floor, and I was pleading with Shoko from my couch.
No, Shoko,
and I was like, please
no.
don't do it. Like, Shoko, I love you. Please don't do this. We don't need this. Is unnecessary. This doesn't need to happen to anyone. And it does not happen, thankfully. It would have looked cool as shit, but like that.
What I liked about this was going into the match, I go, I don't know who's going to win.
Yeah.
I have no idea who'll win. And Masao and Shoko win.
Yeah.
Shoko had a hot tag in this, which was fucking awesome. She ran wild. I thought it looked great.
Yeah.
But you know what? Good for Hyper Masao.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love Hyper Masao.
Yeah.
And then it came out today, I guess, after their Vegas show, Maki and me were staying in the States again.
Oh, really? Nice.
And here's a question I have for you, pal.
Yeah.
Is any like company ever gonna like take advantage of Miyu Yamashita?
Should they? Yes.
Well, should they? Yes.
Will they?
Because
No.
she's one of the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think she's staying over here until like July.
Yeah.
Which, hey, LVAC,
yeah.
let's go. Let's get on the horn here.
Yeah, man. It's tough, right? Because like, I can't speak on what their level of commitment is, and a wrestling company is going to want them to be, but like they should be like AEW should use them whenever they can, Forbidden Doors, one-offs, whatever.
Yeah.
And if they did, they'd probably just put them in like Ring of Honor, which would be a shame.
Yep.
But I mean, they're both really great. You know, they're both super over with the crowds they're in.
Yeah.
But like, you know, GCW looks super smart every time they fucking use them. So,
Oh, you mean the real outlaws?
the real outlaws who have
shot callers?
Yeah,
Fuck out of here!
Right, who are now taking fucking notes from getting emails from Gabe Sapolsky.
I almost fuck them, man.
Right?
They're so dumb.
They got it in the fucking comic. That did not
dude,
go,
all the fans
well.
like, you guys are fucking
right.
Like, oh, cool, great.
A year ago, you were celebrating a man who sadly passed away, who was holding a piss jug, ringside, and now you're like, Gabe Sapolsky's lending us wrestlers for a tournament.
Fuck out of here.
And the Hammerstein Ballroom's lost its aura.
Yeah,
If it's lost its aura, it's because you stomped it the fuck out.
Cool,
but
guys.
Anyway, one last thing about this match, Shoko, who should also be being used everywhere.
Yeah.
Shoko does a springboard Rana in this match where she's on the apron outside.
Yep.
And she jumps over the top rope, bounces off the inside of the second rope into the Rana. Just so cool.
Yeah.
Just really cool, smooth stuff. This match was really good. Yeah.
Fucking amazing, honestly.
Yes. Hyper Masao, probably too weird for American audiences in a major capacity, being the whole superhero thing.
Sure.
But the other three should be used in maximum capacity. But AEW can't even seem to use fucking Yuka Sakazaki or Shida. How long has it been since we've seen Shida?
You can take him bookings.
Yeah.
So, hey, LVAC, let's go.
Let's do it.
Princess of Princess title match.
I watched this too. Yes.
The champ, Mizuki, the challenger, the White Dragon, Rika Tatsumi.
That's not.
That's her fucking name.
Okay.
That's her fucking name.
All right. It's also John Cena's dad's name on Peacemaker.
I do know. Yes, I.
In a high-ranking position in some unsavory organizations.
Sure is. I thought this match was good.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was anything blow away.
Yeah.
I like Mizuki more than I think I like Rika.
Yeah, me too. I like Mizuki a lot.
I thought there was good counter wrestling in this, and I did like that Rika was like working over Mizuki's leg a lot.
The rolling dragon sleeper was really gross.
Yeah, that was very cool.
But you said nothing was blow away in this match. I'll tell you something that was blow away. The poop in my body if I took a double stomp from the corner to the outside. That shit would blow out every orifice I have.
Yeah, my
I don't
eyeballs,
understand.
yeah, my ears, everything.
I'd be crying brown tears for a month.
crying brown tears. Boy, oh boy. That's,
like
put that on a fucking t-shirt.
Just fucking from the top turnbuckle to the floor in a double stomp.
I know, but Mizuki weighs like 60 pounds.
It doesn't matter.
That's true.
Let me. All right,
you don't get to do anything, sir.
I will go up to. I'll climb a ladder to the height of half the size of a turnbuckle.
No,
and I will drop a cinder block on your belly.
That's not going to happen.
Right,
you're not going to do that.
Right,
I won't let you.
Yes.
Fun show though.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a lot of fun.
So.
That's like 4 solid, good matches worth your watch if you're looking for some Joshi.
I think the tag match was seriously fun.
Tag match was the
excellent.
Best. Yes,
I loved
absolutely.
it. And then that takes us to the last show we watched.
Last thing.
I watched this morning.
I watched one match.
I watched 3.
Whoa.
Sendai Girls, the top of Joshi Wrestling.
Okay.
First match I watched was Dash Chisako versus Risa Sera in a hardcore match.
Sure. Okay.
Before the match, somebody gets in the ring and hands Dash flowers. It was the Great Kabuki.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking weird. Yeah. So Dash is insane.
Okay.
This is a hardcore match.
Yeah.
Dash bumps off of a ladder inside the ring through a table the outside of the ring.
Okay. Ugh.
She does a frog. So there's like a lighting rig outside, as you saw. She climbs up the lighting rig and does a splash off the top of the lighting rig through Risa Sera through a table.
Oh.
The end of the match, she does a frog splash off the top of the ladder onto Risa Sera onto a pile of chairs.
Ew.
It's fucking like, what are you guys doing?
And this was like, I know this is Sendai Girls, kinda, but like there's talent from all over on this.
So Stardom's been working with Sendai Girls a lot, but like Aja Kong was on the show.
Yeah.
Kyoko Inoue was on the show as well.
Was it Yamashita also?
I don't know.
Or not? Or why is her name? The straightest wrestler in the world.
Tommy Hayashishita.
Yeah. Wasn't she on the show?
I don't know. Okay. She was. I don't remember. There was a superplex off of the ladder onto a pile of chairs during this. It was fucking silly. Like, I couldn't believe, like, oh, you guys are going this fucking hard.
Right.
It's kind of sick. Yeah. Fucking really good hardcore match, dude. I enjoyed it a lot. I know you probably only watched the main event, so the second match I watched was the tag title match. Mm-hmm. It was the team of Red Energy.
Okay.
Which is Mika Iwata and Miyuki Takase against Hanako and Maika.
Oh, okay.
The matchups when it was Maika and Mika Iwata in the ring, I was like, please give me 20 minutes of this. Mm-hmm. They were beating the shit out of each other. And it was fucking awesome.
Okay.
Hanako was like playing the powerhouse role a little bit, which was good. Red Energy wins. So I was reading up a little bit on this, and like, I guess the tag titles in Sunday Girls have been just bouncing all over the place. So I guess this is their first or second defense of the title. People are very relieved about it.
Yeah.
Red Energy is a good team though, man.
That's cool.
They're fucking fun to watch, dude. But yeah, I'm telling you, Micah and Mika in the ring.
That's cool.
Beating each other up. Yeah. That's what I like.
Did you see, too, for Vegas, that Hazuki's coming over now, too?
I saw that.
Crazy.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, I know.
Should on the East Coast. That's okay, though.
Also, really quick, because I went to Cage Match.
Is Mayu Itani coming over? I don't think so.
I haven't seen. I don't know.
Yeah.
I went to Cage Match to see, and Hayashishita is not on that show. Wasn't on the show.
No.
But I did see that Kyushu Pro had a show this morning.
Oh, boy.
And Tajiri was in the main event.
What the fuck? Like, real Tajiri?
Yeah, Tajiri wrestles in Kyushu all the time.
I didn't know that. Like, blue panties Tajiri?
I hope so.
All right, last match for the world title. the challenger,
Yes.
Chihiro Hashimoto,
Mm-hmm.
the challenger, the champion,
The champion.
Meiko Satomura.
Yes.
New champ alert.
Yeah.
Chihiro Hashimoto wins.
Mm-hmm.
Meiko Satomura, and I know, like you said it before,
Yeah.
what a fucking run for her retirement. God damn it, I don't want her to retire.
Yeah.
She's been killing it.
I'll tell you what, though, Hashimoto kind of just dominates her for
Hashimoto fucking
70%
rocks.
of this match.
So, and they showed it in the build-up to the match. Miko's never beat Hashimoto.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They've had a couple singles, never beat her.
Interesting.
I thought, Hashimoto hitting, the Gary Albright German suplexes,
They kept saying
dude.
on commentary, the Albright suplex.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she named a move after Gary Albright,
Yeah.
but it's just what they call.
Yeah. They were brutal. But, the fucking the folding power bomb at the end.
The folding powerbomb at the end is amazing. The top rope, Rick Steiner, belly to belly.
Yeah.
was
Hashimoto's
so good.
awesome.
Yeah. Hashimoto fucking ruled. This was a lot of fun, but, Satomura fighting from underneath for most of it.
Yeah, dude.
Really interesting to see compared to the other matches she's been having.
because, Hashimoto's a powerhouse.
Right.
She's a powerhouse wrestler. She was beating her up.
Right, and you got to pass the torch a little bit. You lose this
Yeah.
belt because you're on the way, the slow ride out of town.
Dude.
So,
Meiko's killing it.
Yeah,
though.
she is.
Oh, my God. It's fucking crazy.
yeah,
I have so many of her goddamn autograph cards,
Yeah.
too. I love her so much. I've been trying to yell their fucking name from the rooftops, man.
yeah. Well,
She's on my Joshi Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
I fucking love her.
WWE had her. Look what they did with her.
Was she the UK Women's Champion at one point?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yep.
No, I don't want her back there. Leave her out of it. All right, so what were your favorite matches?
Japan, I am looking at the tag match. Kairaku Koyomi
Versus 1
versus
2 million?
1 2 million.
I'm doubling up with you on that.
And then in America, that's tough, man, because all right. So I think the 4-way was a lot of fun and a really good match in America.
Mm-hmm.
But god damn it, John Moxley got a spiked baseball bat into his back
Sure
for real,
did.
and I can't
Look past
if the goal of us saying what's our favorites is for people to pick 2 matches to watch this week,
Yeah.
that's gotta be Mox versus Cope.
All right.
But if you just suffer through the first half, or just fast forward until Edge grabs the bat. You're not gonna miss anything really until that point.
So Mayan.
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes Billy Starks.
Wow.
Yep, I was
All right, there you go.
thoroughly impressed by
Yeah.
it. Again,
The
Billy Starks,
CEO of the soon-to-be named network
dude,
over here.
she's fucking killing it.
Yeah.
I feel like she's back. And Billy, I just have, I can't say I have little expectation, but I do.
Okay.
And I thought she delivered.
Good.
So shout out to all
Awesome.
some fucking ladies this week, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to ladies all the time, but hey, you're fucking killing it, man. I love watching your work, and it's fucking great. Did you buy anything this week?
I did because I on Facebook Marketplace went and got a new detolf off of a
That's
man.
right, I forgot about that.
So I have 2 downstairs, and one is now just a full Terry Funk detolf.
Killer.
Not the top, not the open top, because
Yeah.
I put some of my autograph figures up there. I'll have to take it down and show you before you leave. But full on Terry Funk display, 4 levels of Terry
Killer.
Funk, room to grow, everything is all spread out, so that's nice. I have to
yeah.
finally do that. Got a detolf for $50 from a lady's house that clearly she had passed away. And they were just getting rid of her stuff. But it was the same finish. I have the natural wood finish on mine, same finish. And it's a little, the door's a little squeaky and the veneer's coming off in some spots. But for $50 for a thing that doesn't exist anymore,
Yeah, they don't exist.
I'll take it.
It's crazy they don't exist anymore.
Yeah, and the other alternatives haven't been great, and they doubled the price.
They sure did.
The major brothers really killed the detolf. I hope they know that.
I don't think they did. I won't.
They
blame
definitely
them.
raised. They made the prices go up, and I think they made it the standard in figure displaying, and then that caused the demand to rise, which caused the price to go up. And then IKEA was like, "Well, we're going to improve on this," and then it didn't happen.
We're going to improve and make it go away.
Yeah, and make it worse.
What did I buy? Oh, I pre-ordered the two of my Mudas.
Nice.
For the Monday Night Wars.
Cool.
Because Hopefully I get the 1-in-1 deal.
There you go.
I didn't buy anything else.
All right.
I have to show you that Vampiro figure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Gotta put the ICP head on it. It's actually better than the normal head. I had a package coming from Ringside.
Yeah.
It was the new Kairi Sane Elite.
Oh, nice.
The Hollywood Blondes Brian Pillman Elite. And the Will Ospreay AEW figure. The one in like the black and green gear.
Oh, yeah.
And I got the Shop AEW exclusive came in the other day.
Ospreay? That looks really nice, too. There's a lot of people posting that.
Fucking
really cool.
killer.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. What a gorgeous fucking
Are you going to keep the... Do you have the New Japan Ospreay one?
Yeah.
You going to keep that?
Yeah. I got them all.
Yeah.
I got 3 Ospreys. Because I have that one. I have the New Japan one. I have the all-in 1-in-1.
Yeah.
And then his first, main line AEW figure, too. So, got them all.
All right.
When he wins the world title, that's what I'll say, hey, do you want to buy these?
There you go. When he goes to WWE and when he wants to embrace the grind.
Embrace the grind. Fuck you. That's all I got. Is that all you got?
That's it, brother.
All right. Well, let's
get out of here.
Get the fuck going then.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. This has been We Need Wrestling. You can find us online at We Need Wrestling on all social media. You can email the show if you want your question answered on the air. We Need Wrestling at gmail.com. We Need Wrestling.com. All social media is YouTube. There's a link tree out there. Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, Facebook, Friendster, Grindr.
What?
Farmers Only.
Doug running that account?
Yeah. So on and so forth. We're a proud member of the soon-to-be-named network at STBN Network on social media, soon-to-be-named network.tumblr.com, where you can find all the other shows. Our other show, Wings on Wings, go back and listen to those episodes. The first episode of Kyushu Sentai Sleaze Ranger is up in this feed a couple weeks ago, and the second episode will be recorded next week and out. So you will be getting at least 2 episodes of that show from us, hopefully more. But I think it's a safe bet to play it month by month.
Yeah. Yep.
So that'll happen. I think we're not covering Kyushu, but who knows?
Who knows where we go?
That's it's not our show. It's Ed's show.
I'll follow Ed to the mouth of hell.
That's right. At Odds with Wrestling, Final Wrestling Place, Longbox Heroes After Dark, Profane Argument, Puzzle Warriors 3, etc., etc. Listen to all those people. Listen to Final Wrestling Place next week, maybe, for my phone call.
Maybe we should tune into Final Wrestling Place.
Because I'm going to call in. This is my phone call.
Just for that reason.
Just for my phone call. And
nothing else.
Nothing else. And
maybe we should tune in, though.
That is...
Maybe if you have any questions, leave it on their voicemail.
Is that everything? That's it, right?
Yeah.
All right. I guess we can get out of here.
All right. Go watch Daredevil. Go watch...
Really good.
Go watch Yellow Jackets.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, brother. The episode last week made my jaw drop.
You're listening to the soon-to-be-named network, the Lamborghini of podcast networks.
Knock it off, nerds!